The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills. Now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it, and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people.
And welcome. It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with Moses with Smithy and Hanson. Of course, we have Henry Long Break right over there, right down there. Whoops! I need to take away the picture right over there. Guardian's second phone number 928-476-0331. And how you doing, Henry? Lagging behind, obviously.
I'm good. How are you?
You're lagging behind.
I am.
Yeah. Something wrong with your connection?
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I don't know.
It's just
Can't tell you.
it's just odd. Anyway,
can't tell you
welcome
why.
to the program. Well, okay, that's fine. We'll do the best we can. Of course, with your awkward silence, and then all of a sudden answering when I decide, well, I'm tired of the silence, and you start talking. I'm still talking. Oh, my goodness gracious me! What's that?
I think I need to reboot my internet.
I think maybe you ought to. Anyway, come back and you can.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna reboot it.
Okay. All righty.
Are you hear me?
Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, Henry will be back in just a little bit. Of course, you can always give us a call 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331, and then you'll be able to. Here's the nice thing: once we get the internet situation stable again, we will, of course, be able to. You can call us and you can talk to both of us now. He can answer for himself. I don't have to interpret, which is awesomely cool. Anyway, we got a lot of stories tonight, and it's just a fun night. By the way, happy Halloween, everybody. If you are out there and you are part of the dead, here we go. That's how I felt today a little bit. I was going to show up just like that tonight, but I decided that that probably wouldn't have been that good of an idea if I had done that. So I'm getting messages already about it. Anyway, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. Of course, we live in a fucked up world. I mean, an absolutely upside down, crazy, weird ass world where we have a organization designed to create, designed to be there to prevent wars. A place where open and frank discussion between nations can happen, and where we can sit down and as a global community set standards of behavior and foster camaraderie and helpfulness through each other, peace through communication, that kind of thing. It's a grand idea. However, the United Nations for Human Rights has decided to elect a country that is known for having their women beaten bloody for not wearing a hijab, a headscarf. And fosters public, what should I say? Fosters terrorist groups to go out and commit crimes against its neighbors. So Iran is going to is going to head the UN Human Rights Forum. A country that not only hates everybody else, but I think they hate themselves equally. I mean, how many times have we seen videos out of Iran that say "Death to America"? We're chanting in the streets, or "Death to the Jews," or death to this, death to that, death to everybody around. Whose religion is not only intolerant, it's violent to those who they don't agree with. They have, on many occasions, called for the complete destruction of Israel and all Jews everywhere. And welcome back, Henry.
I'm here.
That's better.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Okay, what's wrong, man? You're like,
no, I'm just so glad to hear that. No, it's screwing up. I hate things that are screwing up.
I understand that. Be excited. You're back.
I'm back.
You're back. Welcome.
BACK. My backside.
At least I didn't grab your shirt and say, "Man, I got your spine." And say, "I got your back."
That's right. Got your back.
I got your back, man. Anyway, no, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you can hear me now without delay. And
I know.
Which makes it for a much more conducive discussion.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had started talking about Iran to head the UN Human Rights Forum.
What?
Yeah. Why do you look so confused? I mean, they're the bastion of love and peace across the entire universe of worlds, right?
And Omar is going to be the president, right?
Huh? No, I'm confused. What does Omar have to do with Iran?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What does Iran have to do with being a peaceful nation?
Well, because they are going to be the United Nations Human Rights Council head.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to be in charge of chairing the Human Rights Forum.
Yeah. Sure.
Setting policy for worldwide human rights. Yeah.
Sure.
If you're a woman without a head covering, well,
you die.
No, you just get beaten bloody.
Yeah, or die.
If you're gay or transgender, well,
you're dead. You're dead.
Oh,
you're dead.
Heavens, no! They teach you how to fly. If you don't get it, then you die.
Right. What's pretty much saying you're gonna die.
There's always that off chance you learn to fly.
Yeah, that little tiny percentage.
that one little tiny.
Out of that much, about that much of a chance.
The thing is, they're not really killing you.
You mean there's a chance?
Well, the thing is, you push somebody off the top of a building.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to kill them.
It's the sudden hit.
It's that sudden stop at the end.
Yes.
That does the damage.
Yes.
So how is it their fault?
The fall's kind of entertaining, you know, it's kind of neat. It's kind of, oh, this is cool. This is cool. And all of a sudden you're not thinking no more and you're not even,
well,
you're done.
Yeah, enjoy the ride while it lasts, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, the United Nations Human Rights Council still plans on allowing the Iranian regime to lead its Human Rights Forum later this week, despite his abysmal record on human rights and women's rights, where they beat and jail women for not covering their hair. The forum also comes just weeks after Hamas and Iran funded terrorist groups slaughtered 1,400 Jews in southern Israel and took another, 220 Jews hostage. Anyway, the death count continues to decline as more hostages are confirmed dead by Israeli authorities. Yeah, isn't that absolutely wonderful? Yeah, don't you just love that? Anyway, the 2023 UNHRC Social Forum is set to take place between November 2nd and November 3rd, and will focus on the contribution of science, technology, and innovation to the promotion of human rights, including the context of post-pandemic recovery, while being led by the Iranian ambassador, Ali Bahraini.
All brains?
All brains. The UNHRC President Volkov Balak, Russian, announced Monday that in May. Now, Iran killed hundreds of human rights protesters this year.
No, that's alleged.
Okay, well, allegedly on video.
I don't think they did it. Even if it was video, deny it.
And of course, provided material support for a terrorist group that killed more than 1,000 Israeli civilians, and is designated by the State Department as a state-sponsored terror.
Yep.
In addition to killing more than 1,000 people, Hamas kidnapped children and raped women, according to the reports. The State Department said in 2021 that Iran funds and arms and trains Hamas. The Israeli government says that Iran funnels roughly $100 million to Hamas a year.
That's it? Just $100 million?
Just $100 million, not very much.
Yeah, that's just drop in the bucket.
Well, compared to what we've been sending them.
Well, yeah, that's just 1/10 of a billion.
Yeah. Well, they're a small fish. They can't afford that much. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't we give them $6 billion or something? Okay. Well, it is what it is.
But we did. Yeah, that was $6 billion.
With a B.
That was 60 times. 60 times that.
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah. And of course, we've given them billions more over the years during the Obama administration. You think we're not now? You think we're not buying that oil? I don't care if we are or not. Okay. I don't care if we are or not. Somebody is, obviously. And yes, it does funnel its way back through us after somebody else buys it. They sell it to us and we don't care. Sure. Nobody cares. But here's the thing. All right. We continue to give these people money who obviously hate us. Oh yeah. We find new and inventive ways to give money to Iran. I mean, do you remember the pallets and pallets of cash that
during Obama? Yep, that's the Obama
in exchange for American hostages.
Yep, and that was pallets in a military aircraft that they dropped in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
just so no one would know.
Well, except that the guy is purposely photographing it and releasing it later.
Yep.
After it was a fait accompli. In other words, it was done.
Yeah.
It was all done.
One and done.
One and done. Absolutely. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. Of course, Sunday. Boy, I'll tell you what, we had one hell of a show on Sunday.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
That was a great show. A lot of callers and a lot of interesting conversation. I went and re-listened to the first hour yesterday, and boy,
Got
was
got questions for the city.
that was fire.
Yeah.
Oh, who you have questions for the city?
Oh, absolutely.
You damn well better have questions. For
Oh,
the city.
absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
when I have to hear it on the radio, these are things I didn't know. When I have to hear it on the radio, I'm pretty pissed off. That's a bunch of bullshit, and that's
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you weren't down at the city manager's office today, beating it down, saying, "Look,
Yeah,
fucker."
Rob, I don't talk about that. You know that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you weren't down at the city manager's office, pounding on it, going, "Look, fucker."
Today's Tuesday. I did it yesterday. Just a little heads up,
I would say 2 days in a row, man. It's a look, fucker. I'm still pissed.
Yeah,
I'm still looking for answers. You got any yet?
yeah.
How about now? No. Oh, okay. How about now? We'll check back later. How about now?
Yeah.
I mean now.
Yeah.
Well, which is kind of interesting.
I'm mainly pissed off about not knowing about it, and
as well you should be.
We're supposed to know about it, and then of course there's other answers that are unanswered that I am continuing, which that's part of what I do for the residents of the city, the people that voted me into office.
Right.
What they want. This is what they want.
Well,
this isn't necessarily what Henry wants. Henry doesn't have an agenda to be an asshole.
Well,
Henry has a responsibility to his elected to be an elected official from the residents of Needles, California.
Well, the thing is, Henry. Okay, now months ago, okay, and we're talking the better part of 9 months ago.
Yeah. Yep.
9 months ago. I thought this was just a story of somebody just being an asshole, honestly. And I didn't realize that this story would turn into something that could possibly have real, true criminal element to it.
Well, I kind of did. And that's why everybody, I wouldn't say everybody. That's why a lot of city officials, including our council, and thought that I was being a dick. Thought that I was really being a dick by pushing the issues that I've been pushing.
Well, that's fine, but
now people are seeing something a little bit different. Which is not what my intention. My intention was to have complete honesty and transparency in our city.
Oh, can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that at all. That's a bad thing, right?
Well, if they're not gonna do it, as much as I don't like talking about it, I'll do it.
I understand that. Yeah. I'm not asking you to give any secrets away at all.
Yeah.
But it's just but I look at this and honestly, I just thought it was the mayor being a dick. Okay, seriously. Close off bathrooms to veterans. That's a dick move. Okay. Thought it was going to end there.
I loved what our council did.
Oh, so did I. However, it didn't stop. It came out, a couple of weeks later. I'm sorry, the bathrooms are closed off to everybody. Excuse me, this is a public building. This is a building that's owned by the public. The city of Needles and the people of the United States have all paid to restore that, have all paid with their tax money to restore that building. That's their bathroom. I think they have the right to use it when the facility is open. Well, the problem is the facility is never open to the public. Is it?
Nope. I have an idea.
Okay, what's your
I have an idea that is not going to be very popular. Now, let me put the scenario of me having a garage sale this weekend. I
okay?
I am going through everything that I have. I'm grabbing stuff and I'm throwing it out for the garage sale, throwing it out. And I'm looking at it. Oh, I really like that. I'm going to use that. Haven't used it in 5 years. Get rid of it. I don't care how nice it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what kind of sentimental value. I don't care what it is all about it. Unless it came from one of my mom or one of my family members, I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing it out. I'm putting it at the garage sale. Now,
So are now
El Garza's, hold
let me
on.
let me let me stop you there and let me try to guess where you're going. Are you suggesting that the city sell that asset to a private entity?
El Garza's was put together over 12 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and it's been sitting there an empty shell, not being used. There is plenty of developers that would love to have that and develop it. Would love to have it develop it. So if we're not using something, why not get those millions and millions of dollars worth of tax revenue by having somebody else come in and own that building? It's a historic landmark, so they can't do nothing with the outside. So we don't
Right.
have any threats about them tearing it up or whatever, or
Or
rebuilding it.
tearing it down, right?
Yeah, tearing it down. We don't have any threats about that if someone else buys it. No threats whatsoever. So I don't know. Just kind of an idea.
I'm not so sure about that idea, Henry, because number one, you took federal dollars to rebuild it. Okay.
Correct.
And part of the agreement with the federal dollars, because you took federal transportation dollars to do so,
Hmm.
was to use the building for transportation, which of course is not being used for right now.
Okay, let me give you another scenario on that.
No,
I've-
I understand, but hang on before you give me
Okay.
scenarios. All right. Now, that is an ongoing process. Okay, when you get transportation dollars, you get so much per year for upkeep and whatnot and so forth. It's not just a lump sum. I may be wrong on that, but I don't think I am. So I don't think the city could sell it without incurring massive fines from the United States government and the Treasury Department. Now go ahead and give me a theory.
I do believe that the funds all came and they were used.
Uh-huh.
I believe that. I don't believe it comes in a little at a time. I believe it's already been used for the remodel. And another thing, anytime you sell something that has a lien on it, this has a lien on it from the federal government, that it goes on to the next party. Okay, the next party would have to use it for transportation.
Uh-huh.
That whole top of El Garza's is blank. It's empty. They could build a hotel in there. Use the hotel for transportation um, for railroad workers, for people coming into town. That's transportation.
Uh-huh.
They could put a steakhouse, a pub downstairs for those same people, which is transportation. They could open up the Amtrak back again, which is transportation. Put a little restaurant in there, call it the Amtrak restaurant. That's transportation. So
Right.
there's a lot of ways that can be done on that. That keeps it transportation and also thrives in our city. We want something that's gonna bring our city alive again. I've been coming here and own property here for 25 years,
Okay.
and nothing has changed. And what has changed is for the negative.
Well, honestly, I don't see the city ever selling that property.
City don't have a choice if city council votes on it.
I don't see you'll ever get any traction
I don't either. I don't. I don't.
to do
I,
that on city council. So,
I,
I don't know why you'd even propose it.
I don't either. It wasn't proposed. It was a thought.
I understand.
It was a thought that if we're not going to do nothing with it, Let's get something done with it.
Well, and that should be the top priority anyway. I
Yes.
mean, as the city of Needles understands, they can lease out that area.
Okay, well, now who wants to lease a hotel? Someone's going to put $10 million into putting a hotel in there upstairs.
Does it
Uh,
have to be a hotel?
no, no,
That's
no,
the thing.
no,
It doesn't have to be a hotel.
no,
It doesn't have to be a lot of different things, Henry.
no. Originally, that was a hotel. That
I understand
that
that, but
that
doesn't
would be that is the biggest goal for anybody in this city,
uh-huh.
uh, to have that a hotel again. That would be the number one ideal thing, and to bring it back to where it was, but in the new century.
Right. I understand that, but you're not seeing the whole picture. You are correct. There it's unlikely somebody's going to invest $10 million into turn in and renovate the top 2 floors back into a hotel, restaurant, and other amenities
Right.
on a lease.
Correct.
Therefore, you've got to come up with some other plan.
Mhm.
You've got and there's plenty of stuff out there that can happen. I believe at one point it was proposed to move the Chamber of Commerce into that building.
It's in there.
It's
Chamber of
across
Commerce
the
is in there.
street.
No, it's not. It's in that building. No, they moved it in there at the beginning of this year.
Okay. Well, I then
No, it's in there. It's in there. What's in there right now is um, Needles Area Transportation,
uh-huh.
and that's transportation, and Chamber of Commerce, which I'm sorry, that's not transportation, but it's in there.
That's
And
fine.
and also, Needles Daily News has an office in there too. So there's 3 entities that are in there now. It's
Okay.
not anywhere near what it's supposed to be. Anybody that wants to put something in there, the Needles City is wide open to whatever you want to do.
Right.
Nobody
I
wants to
understand.
do anything.
Why not?
I don't know. Well, we've been promoting that for ever since it was remodeled. Put something in there. So you come down here. Nobody's promoting it.
What's the cost? Is it are you pricing it out of the market?
I don't know.
Well,
don't know.
these are questions I'm asking you, Mr.
I
City Council person,
I
because
don't know. I don't know.
you are part of this.
Okay, I've promoted it at the 2 ICSCs I went to,
Mhm.
which is a conference to get new businesses in our town.
Right.
Now I promoted it at both of them. Now everybody I've talked to about it, I said it's a city-owned building. The first thing comes out of their mouth, are they willing to sell it? I says, if not, they're willing to lease it. Wouldn't be interested.
Well, and see here's the thing, all right? And that's hogwash and bullshit. All right? And I'll tell you why that's hogwash and bullshit. You take a look at the land over there on by Target here in Bullhead City.
Mhm.
None of those businesses there own that land.
And most of them don't. Most of them don't in businesses like that.
I understand, but none of them own that land over there. It's all lease.
I understand that.
Okay, so to have a company and say, "Oh no, we won't come in unless we own it," is absolute fucking bullshit. Because
I
yes,
agree
they
with you.
will.
I
Yes,
agree
they
with you.
will come in
Haven't found nobody yet.
on a lease. Well, the thing
I,
is,
I'm I'm acti- I'm
you're not
actively
you're not
promoting it.
calling them on their bullshit. Is what I'm saying.
I'm
Is you need
actively
to actually
well, a
call
hotel's
them on it.
not gonna put anything in there. It's not gonna do it.
Okay, drop the hotel idea.
Okay,
That
a pub and a restaurant is a good possibility.
uh-huh.
I just talked to the Chamber of Commerce today, and there's a person that wants to put a wine testing in there. Not a wine tasting, wine tasting. We have there's a wine tasting place in Kingman. Any
Mhm.
place else around in here, there's nothing for that. It's a great idea. And so the Chamber of Commerce says, okay, let's get together and let's do the plans of this. Well, I want to see what everybody else is going to do first. And that's the census that I get from people that want to do something. They want to do it, but they want to see if somebody else is in there too. In
Right.
there
Well,
with them.
that's where, you know, your representative or you needs to start calling them on their bullshit. Okay, and
Well,
say, look, here's an opportunity. Okay, it's not going to be that much a month for you to lease this area. Yes, you're going to have to put in some improvements.
mhm.
Yes, we're going to have to approve those improvements, because we can't have you, you know, changing the outside of the building. We can't have you changing the structure of the building.
Correct.
Blah 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 blah. There's some give and take there.
Mhm.
But the thing is, oh, are you interested in selling? No, we're not interested in selling it. And don't even bother to ask, because it's not going to happen. And if you're not interested, you're not interested, and that's fine. Let's quit talking about this. But the thing is, you do a little research on these fuckers, and you're going to realize that they have locations all over the place where they lease.
Of course.
And you can say, hey, look, you guys have a history of leasing property. What's wrong here? Just because you're dealing with a government entity? Well, the thing is, you deal with us, you're probably going to get a better price than you would on the open market, because we want people to come in. We want people to engage. We want people to build in there.
Mhm.
And we are willing to work with you on that.
The hard thing, a
Mhm.
hard sell is Needles. Needles has 5,275 people, I believe.
And you see, you look at that as a detriment.
No,
right.
I'm not looking at it as a detriment. Everybody I talk to is
Well,
looking at it as a
The
detriment.
thing is, you sell it as a detriment. All right.
I don't sell that at
Your
all.
salesman sells it as a detriment, and it comes across to people as a detriment. No, we have a fluctuating residency base. We have 52. Hang on.
We are by 42.
We have 5,200 people who are full-time residents here year round. We also can count on another 2,000 to 3,000 people during the winter months. Mind you, most of them are transient. Also, we have access to a wonderful highway. Around us, we have more than 100,000 people who travel into Needles or through Needles on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
These are the numbers that are not being presented. Oh, we only have 4,000 or 5,000.
No, those are being presented. Those are being presented, and I was at the ICSC, which I told you what it was, just this last weekend, and I talked to a gentleman that wants to build a hotel in Needles. He was listening to me talk to somebody else and saying where I'm Needles. I talk loud, and I'm a talker. And I was talking to In-N-Out Burger, and I'm talking, you know, I have Tundra there, and we're talking, we're getting kind of loud and everything. People are, you know, looking at us and stuff. And I told them, you know, I was telling them I'm from Needles. You need to build In-N-Out Burger in Needles. You know, you need to do it because of I-40, and you have one in Laughlin that doesn't produce as much as. And I ask them, how's it doing? Oh, it's doing pretty good. I go, for 7,200 people, it's doing pretty good. Wow. We have a town of 5,200, but we have I-40, and we have Mojave Valley right across the river. We have all the people that come in. The closest location coming from the west is Barstow, 150 miles, and they want to stop right there. They want to stop when they want to stop and stretch their legs. If they see In-N-Out Burger, boom, they're coming here. They're stopping. They're getting In-N-Out Burger. They see Starbucks, they're stopping. Boom. You know, if they see anything that's something
a national
like
chain, a national type chain,
national
yes,
chain,
yeah,
national chain. That's
I'd like to see a Tommy Burger.
Tommy Burgers would be great too. Anything like that. Tommy's Burgers, In-N-Out Burgers, Raising Cane's, any of those type of places.
We don't need another damn chicken outfit here around here.
Well, we don't have one in Needles.
Like I said, we don't need another one.
We don't have one here in Needles. The closest chicken place is Texaco, the gas station chicken, which is the best
in the area.
Like I
said, we don't need another chicken place.
Okay. we need and we'll take anything anybody has to offer.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I would say. But you know, if you get people,
but I'm correcting you. I'm correcting you on that when you're saying that we're not promoting what else is around.
Oh,
We we
the
we
thing is,
absolutely are.
it feels like you're not, because your stock and standard answer. The first thing you do, okay, when I talk to you about this is, well, Needles only has 5,200 people,
Well, I'm going
and
to you,
and that
not to
and
them.
that's how you're leading. Well, I'm Joe Public when it comes to that. You need to lead with, hey, we have a very large and very diverse population.
I
That's
just
what
I
you lead with.
I just explained to you what I did with In-N-Out Burgers. And another gentleman, when I was talking to him, another gentleman waited until I was done. I'm looking at the corner of my eye. There's a guy standing there, and and I didn't know what he wanted, but he's listening to what we were saying. And when I'm done, he approached me, and he says, "We have a hotel. Ain't no local radio show."
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny, why don't you call in and tell us
Johnny!
that
Yes, you can talk to me too, Johnny.
yourself? Why don't you call us in? 928-476-0331.
So this guy with a hotel, this guy that's a developer, he said that Needles is a hot spot right now. All the developers are saying Needles a hot spot for the hotels because of the Hampton Inn, and Sherrod's got 3 hotels here, out of Green's Group, out of Irvine, California. Got 3 hotels here and wants to build more. So he wants to get on the bandwagon, and he asked me if he could talk to me direct, instead of going to the city manager or going to our representative that's at the show. I says, absolutely.
You phased out there, bud. He locked up. he's no longer there. You are there. You're back.
Yeah, I'll have everything for you. What's available, the price of the property. Is it in the right location for you, and what type of property it is. So it is
Right.
for commercial.
Right. Well,
I get you freeway access, freeway visibility, anything you want. You tell me what you want. I'll look it up for you, and I'll have everything. But by the time you get here, I'll have everything set up for you, so you don't have to waste your time running around. Oh, let's see if this is for sale. No, I'll show you everything. And he goes, "You do that?" I go, "Absolutely." And he goes,
Well-
"We're going to talk. We're going to definitely talk." And I got his number. If he doesn't call me in a couple of weeks, I'm going to follow up. That's from what I've seen in the past in Needles, nobody follows up. Nobody goes through with anything. Our city's getting absolutely nothing but the cannabis industry.
Right. Well, and that's another sore subject that we've kind of beaten it to death on. But
so I want to get something new.
See, the thing is, when you're dealing with a property, okay, and this is not a white elephant property at all, and I have absolutely no idea how much you guys would rent by the square footage.
Mhm.
It's not going to be cheap, but it's not going to be so horribly expensive that you can't do anything.
No,
in
it's
there.
not. No.
And I'm sure that all prices are negotiable to begin with.
Mhm.
But like I said, it's all how you put it out there. And like I said, when you talk about it, to me, well, we only have 5,200 people.
When I talk about it to you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm part of that community that you need to sell this on.
I understand that. Are you following what I'm saying? What I'm up against? I'm telling you what I'm up against.
Yeah, I'm.
That's what I'm up against. I'm not telling the people out there that want to build here. Yeah, we only got 5,200 people. You don't want to build.
Well,
here.
the thing is, somebody's telling them that. Somebody is somebody in that sales chain.
You have to tell
them.
You have to. It's ready available. So if you don't tell them, it's like, yeah, you're bullshitting me.
Oh, I understand that, Henry, but it's all how you present the information.
It absolutely is, and
it's all how you present.
Trust me, I'm schooled on that. Trust me, I know what I'm doing when it comes to putting deals together. I put many deals together. Not as many as many, not as many as Rick Baby, but more than Patrick, let's say.
Rick Baby.
Maybe I said not baby.
I swear to God, you said Rick baby.
Rick,
Mhm.
baby.
Yeah. That's all right though. That's all right. That's neither here nor there. And of course that's something that's not going to solve itself overnight. One of the things that's stopping this, I imagine, it was the people in charge of it to begin with, of the building.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
oh no, we don't want people in here.
Absolutely.
We don't want this. We don't want that. We don't want anything
Yeah.
else. This is our baby. We have the right of first refusal, and of course nobody's going to come in
Right.
or even look at it sideways. The first thing needs to go in there is a bar that serves food.
Yes, I agree. I agree. And what you said was spot on, I believe. I believe anybody that's come and was interested in it, I think it was intervened.
Right.
I really do. I think it was intervened, and now that that's been resolved, there's going to be no more interference.
Johnny, I don't want to read your comments. I want to hear your voice. Okay.
Johnny, call in. You can talk to me.
You can actually talk to Henry, and Henry will actually talk back to you.
I will.
You know
I'll
what
talk back to
you know
really
what
bad.
you know what you should do when he calls in. Just be quiet. Yeah, exactly.
Henry, you're on mute.
Yeah, you're on mute, Henry. Anyway, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331.
Did you hear that, Johnny?
Yeah. But no, it's I understand where you're coming from, Henry, and I do sympathize. It's just I feel that more could be done. And
No, I agree.
and
I agree wholeheartedly.
I understand your frustration with this, because I also understand the nonsense that has been going on with that building, with the malfeasance of it, as well as now the alleged embezzlement. So
Well, it took me almost a year dealing with that to get the roadblocks out of the way.
yeah,
Now the roadblocks are out of the way. I think it's open game.
I don't know. It's all going to depend on who's in control of Parks and Rec at this point.
We're good.
Are you sure? Because Parks and Rec
We're good.
did a nasty turnaround, because
I know. I don't. It's better than what we had.
okay, I'm just saying, I've seen it go both ways here.
Trust me. If there's anything that's going not copacetic, Henry is going to get in there and say, "Excuse me, there's something wrong. My head's going." Like the dog does. And I will address it. I might be wrong, but there's just something that isn't right.
Yeah, well,
And
I certainly understand that.
well, and let's find out. And that's and you've seen how persistent I am. I'm very persistent
persistent.
when I think something's wrong, especially in a city that I was elected to represent.
Mhm.
I'm going to do my due diligence and make sure that it gets on an even level, even playing field. Not like
Right.
this, not like that. I want the best thing for our residents.
Oh,
Now,
absolutely.
whether it be building across the river on the Arizona so that Arizona gets the revenue, so be it. So be it. If it benefits our residents right across the river, I've been pushing this since I got into office. Right across the river, there's a perfect opportunity for a grocery store.
Mhm.
I mean, it's actually the same distance from the center of Needles that it would be to go to Bashes. Actually, a little bit closer, and it's right there. So it would benefit immensely
Right.
our citizens, and that's who we want. We want to benefit our citizens. I really don't care about the revenue if it benefits our citizens. We have enough revenue to sustain to pay our bills. We have enough. We have enough. We're fine. Do we want more? Absolutely. Absolutely we want more. We want to have as much as we possibly can
Well,
to do as much as we possibly can in our city.
It's been said, and I'm going to continue to say this, that the marijuana revenue is temporary.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
And it's a matter of fact, it's falling off every year. And
Yes, it is.
I am a little bit concerned about that because there seems to be more and more people stopping in to purchase it in our various pot stores in the area. So
Well, anytime you have a cash business, I think there's going to be a little bit or a lot of lying on what their revenue is.
not saying it. I'm not saying it. Well,
No,
I am saying it.
I'm saying I think there would be. There would be. Anybody that runs a cash business out there, call us. Call us at 928-476-0331 and let me know if you've ever been dishonest. And you won't have to tell us exactly. You can give us the little hints and stuff like that because we don't want the IRS coming after you. But a cash business, there's always room for.
Well, the thing is that there's more room for games to be played with the books.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
1 for them, 7 for me.
Correct.
When it's supposed to be a 50-50 split.
Correct.
It sounds right to me. Okay, there's yours, there's mine, there's yours, there's mine. 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 2 for me, 1 for you, 3 for me. But the thing is, the longer they get away with it, I have absolutely no idea what the city policy is on auditing these pot shops.
Mm-hmm.
If there even is a policy to periodically audit these shops. Is that a valid question?
Oh, it is a valid question. It's a very valid question, and I believe you would get the answer from the city manager, and he would tell you the same thing. Yes, we do. We have a code enforcement agent that is one's code enforcement agent solely responsible for the marijuana industry,
right?
And that's
but is
auditing it.
Okay, now is that code enforcement agent a CPA?
No.
Okay, so he wouldn't know what the hell he was looking at.
No.
He would have to take the word for the shop to be able to say, okay, so essentially, no, you're saying no audits have taken place, no real audits have taken place. And, hey, are you guys sure you're paying your whatever taxes to us?
Well, I'll tell you.
Are you sure you're? Yeah. Oh yeah, man. We're as legal as white driven snow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I have questions, Henry.
Of course.
That's where I have questions, and I also have questions on when those taxes are paid, how are they paid? Bundles of cash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who audits that? Who is auditing that?
Oh, that's trust me. That is not getting. Nobody in the city is getting away with anything on that. No, I trust me.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying because you have a thick stack of 1s and 20s and.
No, there's 20s
man,
and 100s.
That's a car payment.
There's no 1s in there. There's 20s and 100s. Probably no 20s. But no, trust me. Trust me on that. You know me.
Oh, I understand. But
yeah, you know me. There's no crookedness going on. Within the city.
It's
money wise from the marijuana industry.
Sure.
Yeah.
Trust the politics.
If I even thought there was, Rob, you know me.
Oh, I understand, but the thing is, the question has to be asked.
Oh, absolutely does. Oh, absolutely.
And the city needs to do their dead level best to prove that if it to prove it, yes, it is a baseless accusation. However, it is possible. And
Anything's
therefore, we need to start looking at ways to prevent these things.
anything's possible. There is a way to prevent it.
Right.
What they're doing is very, very good way of doing it.
Good. I'm glad. I don't even
Very,
want. I don't even
it's
want.
very, it's accountability,
Mhm.
and they're doing it. And I can't tell you what they're doing because that's not.
That wasn't my question.
I know,
That
but
was
but
never gonna
like
be my
like
question.
I said on that, trust me on that. If there's anything that even tweak my eye on that, I would go, yeah, no, something's wrong.
He said, "Trust the government."
Yeah, no, no, I Rob, you can trust me on that. You know that.
He's the government. He said, "Trust me." I do.
Well,
The thing is, Henry, I do trust you. On
unless
that.
I'm getting a whole bunch of money out of it, and that's not happening.
That's a possibility as well.
Well, it's always a possibility, but
Right.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I know. I'm just suspicious by nature.
No, absolutely. No, you should be. Everybody should be. Everybody should ask questions. You don't have to be suspicious. Ask questions. And then if the questions don't come out exactly as you think they should be, then get suspicious.
Well, the thing is, my suspicions are being raised because there is a marked lowering of revenue over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it has gone downhill. It hasn't spiked, it hasn't gone back up. It's not doing this, it's doing this.
Right.
Okay,
I
so
wish I could say more.
that tells me that something is going on. I'm still seeing the same amount of traffic going in and out of those pot shops as before.
Okay, now have you seen the signs that are on the highway in the Arizona side? You know, 80% off, 80% off. Buy this and get this. What is happening is
There's a glut on the market. I understand that.
yeah, there's the same amount of people coming, but the prices have gone way down.
Okay.
Way down. Because when you have something like that and you have it ready availability and everybody and their brother has it,
Right.
they want to get rid of it. There's a shelf life on cannabis.
Yeah, I understand that.
There's a shelf life. You know, if it gets too dry, if it gets too out, you know, personal experience. I know.
No, you, Henry, personal experience with marijuana.
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm shocked.
31 years removed, but
I'm surprised.
yes.
31 days removed.
31 days. Yeah. But I see the prices have gone way down to when it first started off. Prices were high.
Yeah.
Prices were high, and it was the same price as what's on the street.
People were willing to pay those prices.
Oh yeah, because it was legal.
Right, ish.
Legal. Yeah, it's not legal to take across the river, but
they do anyway.
It's done. It's done every day. No, everybody's turning their back on it. Nobody gives a crap.
Right. Well, and I also understand, that there is, there's pot shops in Bullhead and Fort Mojave and Laughlin and Lake Havasu.
Is there one at Fort Mojave?
Yes,
I've only seen Debbie's.
Well, that's there is there's one in Mojave Valley, there's one in Fort Mojave, there's one in Bullhead City, there's one in Laughlin. There's actually a couple in Laughlin, Nevada. But
there is. I thought there was just one.
No, there's two.
Oh, okay.
There's two.
Okay.
Up there by Old Adolphi's, there's a small one up there.
Oh, okay.
And then at least last I heard there was, and of course there's Nevada Made directly across from the casino.
That's the big one, yeah.
And that gets a lot of business because people come in. Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke pot here, and we'll do it in the rooms, and it's like.
Yeah.
It's to the point I don't even want to go to Laughlin anymore.
Well, Laughlin's, I don't know if it's necessarily because of that, but it's toned down a lot.
What do you mean toned down a lot? What do you mean by that, Henry?
There's not as much people there after the
the
scamdemic. it's dead
Well,
there.
that's pretty much everywhere. That's unfortunately pretty much everywhere. Yeah, look,
It
well, look at
destroyed our
gas prices for crying out loud.
it destroyed
All
our
right,
well.
look at.
Laughlin still was hopping.
Mm-hmm.
Laughlin was hopping. I mean, when the bike run was on too. I mean, it didn't matter what any prices were. They would pay $1,000 for the weekend for a hotel room. People
Right.
didn't care.
Yeah. But they do now.
You know, when the economy's
doing-
up, the economy was up. The overinflated house prices, people were using their houses for ATMs. And I understand that. I was too. I was buying other houses. I bought 3 houses off an ATM before. From California. I bought 3 houses out here for just an ATM. That's basic. My
I don't understand. What are you talking
a
about?
line of credit.
ATM.
Line of credit. They give you a line of credit, and they give you an ATM card. And
gotcha.
you can take out up to how much over that? If $175,000, I had one that was $175,000, an ATM card, and that's I could take out at any time with no credit check or anything because that's available money to me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I understand.
That's my ATM. Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, that's how these people got their boats and they bought places out here. You know, they just burned it up, and then when the economy went to crap, they just short sailed their houses.
Right.
When they short sailed their houses, they were still able to keep their vacation homes.
Oh, you mean short sold them in California?
Correct.
Okay, and then moved here. Okay, I understand.
Correct.
Gotcha.
When you short sale them there, if you had more than one home like I did, you were able to keep your other homes.
Right.
And I had to short sale a house when the economy went down, and you know, the real estate person says, "Well, we could do that." Someone I knew. And I go, "No, you can't, because I own I own like 6 other homes. No, I can't do that. And my other homes are paid off. I can't do that. They'll take that." Well, we'll see what they say. And they came back to me. They said, "No, they're not going to touch that."
Oh, I understand.
And it's like, okay, now I've always disagreed with that, but I took advantage of it. So that's kind of one of those screwy things. You know, because I couldn't
there's
afford,
always a lot of screwy things.
I couldn't afford the house. They gave me so much money on it. I went through a divorce and I financed it to the hilt. And then all of a sudden the market dropped.
Right.
And when the market dropped, yeah, I could still afford everything if everybody else's money didn't drop, because I rented them out. If it was at the same amount of money that I was making at that high balance, then I could have carried it through. But everybody else dropped out. All my renters dropped out. They said, "I can't afford this no more," and I can't lower I couldn't lower the rent. I can't lower the rent because it's below what I'm paying.
So I understand that.
I did it for like a year and a half, and it was just draining my account. It was draining money out of there, and I was running recovery homes, and I had to keep them afloat. Yeah, it was a terrible in 2008. It was a terrible situation. You know, houses got overinflated, and people used them as their ATM.
And that's exactly what you were doing. You were taking out loans on other houses then.
Yes.
Ones that you owned outright. Okay, now I understand. See?
Yeah.
Bing. I understand that now. But you know, I look at I look at that as, and then seriously want to sit back and blame you for the problem.
Oh, absolutely. I was part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, I was part of the problem, and the bank should have never done that. The bank should have never said, "No, you're responsible for it. You pay it."
Yeah.
And you know, I would have paid it. You know, I totally don't agree with what I did, but what I did fell within the law. You know, just like Trump says. What Trump said is when Hillary said, I know, huh? Oxymoron. What Trump said to Hillary when Hillary said, well, you went bankrupt, you did this. And he looked at her and said, these are the laws that you made. I just followed them.
I just followed the law. I just did the laws. Well, anyway, Henry, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, of course.
We're at the top of the hour. Oh, my gosh.
We are at the top of the hour.
Okay.
It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with Moses, Miss Dan Hansen. We'll be back after these messages. Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car, let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the Target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like the sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on The Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you!
Oh, and welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Misty Ann Hansen. Of course, we have Henry, the long break over there, is Neil City Councilman, guarding the sacred phone number, 928-476-0331. Well, there we go. And welcome back to the program. My gosh.
Where's Johnny?
I don't know. Johnny's chicken. He doesn't believe me that if he calls in that you'll be able to talk to him. So
Johnny, Misty Ann will not say a word.
Misty will not lie. Okay, Misty will not lie to you on this one. Right? I fixed it. I fixed the problem. I was so thrilled. So was Chuck was really happy about that too.
Yeah, he was. He'll be calling tonight.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Unless he's out trick or treating.
Who knows? Or trick or driving or trick or drinking or whatever. Anyway, 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number.
Up there.
Yeah, most definitely. Anyway, this wonderful person, I don't even know who this is. Gretchen. Do you know who Gretchen Carlson is?
Isn't she a governor?
I don't know. Let me look up. Let me look up the name because isn't
there a Gretchen that's a governor?
I don't know. Let's see. Her Twitter profile said dedicated to make the workplace safer for all Americans. Blah blah blah. Journalist, speaker, mom.
Okay,
that's 100 most influential times most 100 influential people in the world. Okay, so she's an influencer, somebody who people listen to.
Okay.
Anyway, she got on social disease media, especially the one formerly known as Twitter, and said this: ordinary people didn't have AR-15s before 2004. They're not. They're not some time-honored American tradition. They are a recent mistake that we could fix and save thousands of lives in the process. Of course, she was responding to Ben Shapiro when he said, "I'm not going to give up my AR-15."
Shouldn't have to.
Now, mind you, she got immediately hit with people with more than one brain cell in their head.
Mm-hmm.
And she even got fact checked here. Readers added context that they thought people might want to know. For more than half a century, the AR-15 has been a popular gun among owners, widely available in gun stores, and for many years.
They used to sell at Walmart.
Even appeared in the Sears catalog. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I did.
I didn't know that.
This was my answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
AR-15 developed and sold from 1959 to the present day. The platform is 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Firearm innovation is a time-honored American tradition. Let me say that again. Firearm innovation is a time-honored American tradition. Ask Colt. Ask Browning. Ask any gun manufacturer. Ask anybody who sits at home and builds their own firearms. Okay. And as well as the right to keep and bear arms. That's a time-honored American tradition as well.
Mm-hmm.
This shit makes my head hurt. Needless to say. And
well, somebody, it doesn't say how old that influencer is, does it? She probably wasn't even born when the AR-15 platform first came out. If she was, she would be 62 years old.
Let me do a search for her. Okay.
Find out what her age is. So she wouldn't even know. What was it originally for military? Probably. So what?
It wasn't actually. It wasn't sold in the military at all.
Oh, okay.
It was sold to the general public at first.
Oh, okay.
Paste. And search. She is 57 years old. Okay, so
Yeah.
she's my age, Henry. She's my age.
Okay, so
she's a year older than I am.
So when they first came out, it was before she was born.
Well before she was 1959. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, it was in development years before that.
Sure.
But
it actually came out in 59.
But
you said
it started to be marketed in 1959.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Colt took it up in the early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And made improvements, sold it to the military, which then became the service weapon of choice for the military for almost 50 years.
Well, it still is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're moving to something.
Oh, okay,
platform.
okay,
but that's okay.
Well,
fine.
They use the military version, which is the M60. Yeah,
that's correct. But the thing is, functionally,
same thing.
Functionally, except for the extra space where it goes full auto, it's the same. It's the same damn weapon.
Correct.
All right, it's the same technology.
Mm-hmm.
Now it went for a lot of years as a platform. Now today, because she got all right.
She got got
caught being an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's going to double down, of course.
Oh my gosh!
Let me know if you can't.
What's wrong with saying I don't know?
Well,
you've heard me say that before.
Obviously everything. But listen to her now. Let me know if you can't hear this.
Okay. Can't hear it. Did you hear me, Rob? Guess you can't.
Okay. Let me clarify this, lady.
Rob, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I couldn't hear a word she said.
Okay, well, that's why I asked.
Yeah, well, you didn't. I was saying it, but you couldn't hear me either.
Well, you should have spoke up.
I did speak up. The only way I could have done is go like this.
Okay, well, that's all right.
I did speak up, but my voice didn't go through either.
I can.
Because I said it like 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I'll redo it. Okay.
Okay.
Feel better now.
I'll use hand signals if I don't.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear.
I've seen the news story about my tweet regarding Ben Shapiro and his love of AR-15s. Big round of applause for the clever detectives who pointed out that technically a few ranchers and animal control people did own these guns before 2004.
Okay. Let me stop her. Let me stop her right the fuck there. Okay. Now, mind you, a lot more people than just a few ranchers had an AR-15. Literally millions and millions of service members have used the AR platform through their military career.
Correct.
When they were in, they also bought an AR for themselves.
Correct.
Because, frankly, it's a system they know, and it's a system that's a shit ton of fun to shoot. All right.
It is.
In my opinion. All right.
Well, I agree with you. The first time I shot one was a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
And I could really get into that. It's a really sweet firearm to shoot.
It is. It's very nice.
Yes.
Now she tries to minimize it. Okay. She does the classic gaslight of, well, only a few people. No, a lot of people, millions of people owned that platform, the civilian version of that platform, because
that's like saying a few people have blonde hair.
Yeah, a few people have blonde hair.
Just a few
people. A few people are bald,
and it wasn't even that popular until the 2004. Blonde hair.
Yeah. Blonde hair. Oh, blonde hair wasn't. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's like saying the same thing.
Right. But she's, she tries to justify her remarks is what she's trying to do.
Of course.
And of course, making an idiot out of herself at the same time. Let's continue on.
And since we're all big fans of math, here are more numbers that seem relevant. In 1992, AR-15s composed roughly 21 in every 100 firearms made in the U.S.
Okay.
21%?
Yeah, 25. One out of every 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 21 out of 100 is 21%.
That's all right.
So, yeah.
We'll
one out of every 5.
Yeah, well, let's continue to, let her be
Ramble on.
Mm-hmm.
By 2020, almost 1 in 5 guns made here were AR-15s.
Same thing.
Okay, that's the same goddamn
Same thing. Same thing. Actually, back in 1992, there was 21%. Now there's 20%. So it went down.
Still, you're looking at roughly 20%. Okay,
yeah, exactly the same.
Still the same.
Yeah,
maybe a little less, maybe a little more. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Is she? Yeah, she's.
Lady,
really...
can you spell redundant?
Yeah. Can you spell intelligence? I didn't think so.
There are now more than 20 million AR-15s in people's closets and cabinets. Oh, and there's this. In 2023, there's been 560 mass shootings in our country, and we still have 2 months to go.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Stop it right there. Okay, she just said there's 20 million of weapons like that one in people's closets. Well, since mine's out of the closet.
Nice way to put it.
Yeah. In people's closets around the US. And there's been 560 mass shootings. Okay,
right.
Now
so do a percentage on that.
Hang on. The percentage of 500 plus mass shootings with an AR-15, which I don't believe for one fucking moment. Okay.
Yeah, she didn't say ARs in there anyway.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, she's not going to say that, but
she's implying it. Okay,
of course she is.
She's implying it. Isn't even mathematically.
Not even 1%.
Not even 1%. You're talking about 0.00001 and percentage.
More people got killed by knife.
Henry, what are you, a knifist?
No, they have. More people got killed by a knife than they did.
More people get killed in car accidents every year than any other.
No, I'm talking about a murder. I'm not a accident.
I'm talking about murders too.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, people run into people on purpose.
That's a murder,
and they're not banning the cars. We should get rid of that car because
you kill somebody while you're drunk and driving. Guess what? You're going to jail for murder.
That's right. That's right.
You're going to jail for murder, whether you meant to kill him or not. You're going to jail for murder.
And it was a Hyundai. Most of them are Hyundais, so they got to get rid of Hyundais.
No, they aren't Hyundais. Jesus, freaking Nazi. Anyway, no, but her use of stupid math. Okay, I'm sorry. 1 out of 5 is 20% of, right. And 21 out of 100 is 20%.
Correct. And see, the sad thing is most of the American people are not that bright to catch on to that.
Do you want to know why the
and she's an influencer.
Do you want to know why people? Do you want to know why a 3rd pound burger never took off in the United States? Because of stupid people like her who think a 1/4 pounder is bigger than 1/3.
Correct. And that's exactly why it didn't.
That's this is stupid math. Okay, that's stupid math.
And it was somebody that had a big influence on the population, and that's why.
Right.
It's exactly why. And that's already been a proven fact on that. Now, and with this right here, if people are going to keep listening to this influencer, well, for God's sakes, look what happened. People voted for Joe Biden. They're not that bright.
They're not that bright. They cannot think of themselves.
No, they can't. They listen to this crap, and they say, Well, yeah, she's right. Yeah, she's right.
No,
You know
she's
what?
not, because
No, that's what they're gonna
she
say.
throws out these huge numbers. Okay,
I know people
she
don't even.
she throws out these huge numbers. She's not giving sources for her things. She's not breaking it down to actual deaths murders caused by an AR-15 as opposed to a pistol, as opposed to a hatchet, a knife, a car, or whatever.
Correct.
All right. So her data is flawed. Okay. Now, it has been said, and I will say this again: there's liars, they're damn liars, and then there's statisticians.
Well, there's harmful people, and she sounds like she's one of them.
She's using stats to lie.
Well, she's telling the truth. People aren't figuring it out, though. That's the sad thing. If she's an influencer, people will listen to her and they're nodding and smiling. Yeah. I know council members that are like that.
Actually, a lot of people, if you look at the comments of this tweet, are going absolutely nuts on it.
Sure.
Because
in the positive way.
No.
What I mean is a positive for her, negative for us.
No.
They're calling her out.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Good.
Most definitely.
Good.
With a lot of the same arguments that you and I have been posting without actually reading some of these arguments.
Good. You know what? I'm really glad about that, because, oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is,
people are starting to wake up. People are starting to wake up. They've been woke.
Right. Gun owners like myself are sick and tired of being blamed for somebody else's actions.
Yeah.
All right. That firearm has not jumped off my wall and run off and committed mass murder.
You better watch it really close, because it might, according to her and according to everybody else. That's against it.
You know what? I've been running an experiment. I have a loaded magazine in there.
Oh, so what you're doing? Do you have a camera on it?
Yes.
So you'll know when it runs off.
Exactly.
Good deal.
Guess what?
It hasn't run off
for the year I've had it up there, or the 2 years I've had it, actually was in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It hasn't done, Henry.
It hasn't gone out and harmed anybody.
Hasn't gone out and harmed anybody. It's the intent of the user.
Oh,
it's the intent of the user. My gosh, it's like a tool.
It depends on who you are to believe that one.
As I told you, I took my nephew out to the range last week. I gave him a 22 semi-automatic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that I had sitting in my closet that I wasn't using, that my other daughter didn't want anymore
because she has a Henry.
No, she has an AR-15.
Oh, gotcha.
My youngest daughter has an AR-15. I bought her an AR-15. My eldest daughter didn't want an AR-15. She wanted another 22. She wanted the Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Because she thought you were cool.
That's awesome.
Bang.
If there would have been a Tundra, she would have got that.
Actually, I think there's a gun named Tundra, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's a truck. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. It absolutely does not matter whatsoever. That's a sidetrack.
Yeah, I know.
But the thing is, I sat down. I sat down with him up here as we were cleaning it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I made him sit there and scrub it down.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the parts. Start to be able to identify the parts.
Nice.
Read the instruction manual. Okay. Everything you're supposed to do with a firearm before you actually go out and use it. Understand how it operates.
Mm-hmm.
So you can diagnose problems on the spot. And let's go to the phone. Oh my goodness gracious me. The Raw, you are on the air.
Hello?
Johnny!
Is this Henry?
This is me.
Henry! Who's that dude on the screen?
What do you mean, what dude on the screen?
Who's the screen? I'm looking at it. Who's the dude? Is that the singer from Dan?
Oh, that's not a dude. That's a girl.
Exactly like this.
That's a
no,
woman. That's a woman.
It's the singer from Damn Yankees. Don't tell me.
No, that's Gretchen. That's Gretchen Carlson. Okay, she's a retard influencer. Okay.
Well, you have to go and watch the Dan Yankees music video, High Enough, with Ted Nugent.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's the lead
okay.
singer.
All right. I can see your point. Okay, I can see your point. I'll give you that much. So what's on your mind? Besides, now you get to talk to Henry.
You get to talk to me, and I get to talk back to you, Johnny.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Johnny. Can you hear me?
With that big old microphone, that
He
big
can't
old
hear me?
phallic microphone.
Yes, he
in
can
front
hear
of
you. He's answering you.
Johnny.
Put the microphone closer to your mouth, Henry.
It won't fit. It's got too big a girth.
What is that costume? What are you going as, the fluffer?
I'm the cameraman.
The one day you're allowed to have candy. I don't see any candy on your belly. There's no wrappers.
Yeah, believe me, he's been sitting there shoving it in his mouth. I've been watching him.
I hadn't seen him. Seen him pop one in his mouth. Not a one. I hadn't heard one rapper.
Oh, I have. Believe me, I have.
How about this, Johnny?
So what's on your mind, Johnny?
What's your costume, Miss Deanne?
Just
me.
What are you going as?
Switch to it.
That outfit is very busy.
My outfit is very busy. No, not really. I mean,
your blouse is very busy.
Well, yeah, sort of.
You're a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
You made her blush.
There you go. You'll be able to see it in a moment. Oh no. Put that up too high. There we go. Now. There we go. Yeah, it's just a really nice outfit. Anyway, what's on your mind, Johnny?
You know me. There's nothing on my mind ever.
I know you're vacant.
You voted Democrat, right?
No, I don't vote. I don't believe. I'm a smart one. I knew it was fake from the get-go.
Gina voted Democrat, right?
Yeah, she still believes the vote matters.
So what's your opinion on this influencer and her obviously new math?
Oh, I don't know. I was on the phone. People were calling me left and right. So I finally got off the phone and I looked and I saw this lead singer of Dan Yankees. That's why I was like, who is this guy?
Well, number one, it's not a guy. Number two,
looks exactly like.
I don't care.
Johnny's been on Grindr.
Yeah, obviously he's been on Grindr.
I know. That's my second favorite app.
Well, just to catch you up, Johnny, because you haven't been paying attention. All right, she's made an ass out of herself the last couple of days about AR-15s and firearms in general. Okay, claiming that hardly anybody before 2004 owned a AR-15. I mean, or nobody had heard of an AR-15 before 2004. And it's a mistake that could have easily been corrected if nobody could own one. All right, you getting this so far?
What? I don't know. I'm sorry.
They could have made it. They could have made it
All
like
right.
New
All right,
York.
Johnny. Well, you know what? Thanks for calling, man. This has been stimulating conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm from New York. We don't talk about guns. We don't know anything about guns. We don't have no guns here.
That's your fucking problem. The rest of America does.
Hey, but what are you getting all upset? You heard the View talk about guns. They get it wrong. You hear the president talk about guns. He gets it wrong.
I know.
You got to get used to it by now.
Well,
they don't know
no,
what
because
it
gives me an opportunity to bash the fuck out of them.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Johnny Galvin Newsom's moving to New York and being governor there.
No, he's not done screwing up California.
There's
he's
not
got
much,
more work to do there.
there's not much left you can do to screw it up.
Right.
You know, I was surprised. You know, there's always like a costume of the year, right?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Like there's like what?
Johnny dressed up like Joe Biden.
What's the costume there? The sheriff? It gives you a chance to carry two guns on each hip, one gun on each hip.
No, there you go. Yeah, sure, sure. Why not?
Happy Halloween, Johnny.
We do that anyway. All right, Johnny. Thanks for the call.
Bye, Henry.
Bye, Johnny.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. 928-476-0331.
Why are we leaving this dude on the screen?
Because we're not done with him. We're not done with it yet. Okay, there's still more to go with it. There's still more she needs to say. Needs to get off her chest. You know, more stupidity and more lies.
Okay.
All right. So let's continue on, shall we? I think we shall.
This is not normal. A world where everyone has AR-15s is just a hell of a lot more dangerous than one where we don't.
Oh my gosh.
I will say absolutely bullshit. Okay, go now. Let's go back to. There's 20 million homes with an AR-15 in it, and less than 600 have been used. And mind you, I'm giving her a lot of credit here. Less than 600 have been used in the commission of a crime. That would make it the single most best firearm to own because it is less likely to be used in a crime. Would that not be the case?
Statistically wise, yes.
Statistically, yes. So Cat Turd said, can I speak to the manager?
Would that be the potato in charge?
Yes. Here, please post stats on crimes committed by illegal gun owners versus legal, or just shut the fuck up. Another knock-kneed liberal commenting about something she knows absolutely nothing about. How embarrassing. You should stick to doing morning shows where low IQ are not only tolerated, they are welcomed.
Yeah.
Hashtag airhead.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scottergate says nothing you presented indicates the AR-15 is a reason for things being more violent. That's what happens when you look at things through the lens of those John Lennon glasses. Wow, all the money you got from that fake lawsuit has turned you into an angry, miserable liberal. I have no idea what that means. I don't care.
Well, she obviously got a big lawsuit, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows? Who cares?
Frog of shame.
Yes. She gets more likes than the original tweet. Okay. She thought she'd respond to the last 100% ratio by getting ratioed again. Nobody cares what you think, you gold digger.
Hey, I'm going to have to look into what lawsuit she did.
Yeah. Hey, Gretchen. The AR-15 is just a model rifle. AR stands for Armalite, the company that first produced it. It doesn't mean assault rifle. You might have known this, but your video shows a certain disdain so I wasn't sure. So I have an AR-15. I've never shot anyone, and it won't unless I need to defend my family, my property, myself from bad guys who want to do bad things. That includes the possibility of tyranny, which is why the Second Amendment was added to the Bill of Rights, and any other bad guy. The world is not more dangerous because I own one, or that there's 20 million of them. In 2022, 1,000 630 people were murdered by a knife.
See, that's what I was telling you.
665 people were murdered by hands, fists, or feet. 541 were killed by rifles, a category that includes the AR-15. Okay, not the AR-15 specifically. I enjoyed having you on the show a few years ago in support of your book, and I have not. I don't have negative thoughts of you. I just know that you're really smart, and thought perhaps you didn't know this. The AR-15 is not the boogeyman. It's just another rifle. The stats I posted are from the Statista and can be checked. What they show is we have a murder problem for sure, and it clearly is the person doing it, not the weapon used. I'd be happy to join forces with you to help cut down on this, but by first getting those who are mentally capable of living in a society with others the help they need. Ding, 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 ding. And of course, it goes on downhill from there. It goes down from there.
Well, that was a great one.
Yeah, it really was.
That was really good. It wasn't really negative. It was educating her.
It was educative, and even my post was educational. Okay. It said, "Hey, look, the AR-15 has been out since 1959. It has been used and enjoyed by millions of people. Millions and millions of people have been trained in the military on its use and its misuse, if I have to be honest." Captain Dana Hunt, USS Excalibur, said the AR-15 is a modern musket. 99% of all shootings are done with handguns. You will need to stop mass shootings you will not stop mass shootings by banning one rifle.
Right.
And it goes on from there. She essentially she's being ratioed to death because of her stupid comments. And do you think she'll learn this time around? No, she won't.
No,
because I guarantee tomorrow she'll double down on that.
Yeah.
And go, well, I'm just so better. Well, I'm sorry, honey, my tits hurt too. Okay, well, and you want to make sure that you're right all the time. Well, get your facts right. Learn that 21 out of 100 is the same thing as 1 out of every 5.
I know.
That's a good place to start. Learn fucking math. Learn math. Oh, can't have that. Oh, also learn to break down the stats that you're given, or that you're trying to do. Well, that would go against my narrative. Of course it would. Of course it would. You'd realize that what you're saying is just as stupid as anything else.
Right.
And it's all insanity. It really is.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain. Absolutely. But no, it's when it all boils down to it, Henry, we have an opportunity to actually educate people. Now, educating my nephew, all right, he went out and he listened to me. He listened to what I had to say. And guess what? He's a good shot.
That's awesome.
He took his time. He was consistently hitting steel targets at 100 yards.
Now, did you force him to go out? Did you indoctrinate him to going out there, or did he want to go out there on his own free will?
He wanted to go out on his own free will.
There you go. There you go.
Now, his mother had been saying for years, I've wanted to take him out every time I took my kids out, but no, I don't, no, I don't. Okay, fine, whatever. He's 18 now. He can do what he wants. And he was super thrilled when I gave him his own rifle.
Oh, that's neat.
And said, "This is now yours.
Mm.
This is now yours. You welcome to the world of adulthood. Now
Mhm.
use it wisely."
Correct.
And he like I said, he learned how to take it apart, put it back together, clean it, and use it, load it,
Mhm.
unload it. What happens in the case of a misfire or a
Mhm.
jam?
Right.
Uh,
We
you
found
know,
that out when we went shooting with my 22.
well,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
absolutely.
What a pain in the butt that gun was.
Oh yeah, you need to get that to a gun doctor.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, it's an important thing, and it was an important step in his education and his life.
Mhm.
And then he got down behind the AR-15. He didn't know what he was going to be expecting when he fired it, but he fired it and he did pretty damn well.
Hmm.
No, of course, it was a lot different than the 22. It kicks a little more. It makes a little bit more. It has a little bit more authority than a 22 does.
Well, that big spring in there too also takes a lot of the kick out of it.
Oh, absolutely. If it didn't have that spring in there, your
Oh
shoulder
yeah.
would be sore.
Correct.
Okay. By the way, that's not a spring. That's a buffer.
Okay. Okay. I call it a big spring.
Well, it is a big spring.
Yeah.
but it's a big spring that has a tube full of lead shot in it.
Yeah.
That acts as a deadfall weight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that absorbs the energy, and so it's more controllable,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. But no, he learned and he enjoyed himself, and I expect Thursday, if the weather's halfway decent and I go out, he'll be going with me.
Well, I checked the weather report, and Wednesday is going to be an absolutely gorgeous day.
Wednesday or Thursday?
I'm sorry. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because I'm having a garage sale. I checked it out. The wind's going to be 5 miles an hour.
See, there you go.
Temperature is going to be 83 degrees, a low of 51. So it with sunny, no overcast, no clouds. So that's going to be the weather.
That's well, here we go. Sunny with highs near 84, north winds 3 to 6 miles per hour. See, there you go. That's not bad.
That's what I said.
Well, you're a politician. I don't believe anything you say.
I am not flipping you off.
I am not flipping you off. Okay. I'm just
see my thumbs there. See? See, I'm not flipping you off. I'm just playing with my thumb.
I'm just playing with my thumb here. Yeah, my finger's sore.
That's right.
I can't bend it anymore.
So there's to you.
Anyway, Friday partly cloudy with lows around 56. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's Friday night. I'm sorry. Friday sunny with highs near 84.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, it's definitely fall, folks. It's definitely fall. Fall is here.
Mm-hmm.
We are the fall now, mind you. Also remember, time change comes up this next weekend.
Not for you, but for me.
Oh, believe me, I have to follow the time change too because I travel there.
You actually got to go on California time.
Well, I do go on California time for the show.
Right.
All right. So, if you're in Arizona, the show starts at 8:00 and ends at 11.
It's such a pain in the ass.
It truly is. It truly is. But
2018, California voted on it, and 2/3 of the population of California said, "Heck yeah, let's not do this no more."
Yeah.
And it's sitting up there in the house.
Bill, I'm only a bill. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
So, yep.
Mhm.
That's what it's doing.
I'll probably get a YouTube strike for that.
Oh, screw YouTube. Screw tube.
I'll probably get a YouTube strike for that, but
Whatever.
no, But no, Thursday, if we go out, if we decide to go out, we'll go out. He'll throw another 50 to 100 rounds down the range and enjoy himself. I will sit there, and now I've got to slow down on my ammunition usage, because right now the 5.56 is becoming rare because of
that's what that guy was saying was out there,
because of a plant explosion.
And
not,
imagine that.
Well, and here's another issue that I definitely don't agree with. The Biden administration told Winchester that they cannot sell ammunition out of their out of one of their plants because it's on government property. They make a lot of ammunition for the United States Army and Marines, and
so it has to go to the military only.
I don't know, but the thing is,
the
agreement was, yeah, we'll make what you need, and we get to make more money by selling it to the general public.
Yeah,
and
they changed the rules.
They of course. Hi, welcome to the government.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm from the government. I'm here to help.
Yes. What did Ronald Reagan say about that?
9 most feared words, something like that.
Yeah, don't trust the government.
Don't trust the government.
Don't trust a politician.
Yeah. Well, I try not to, anyhow. But
a politician, a tranny, and a pastor walk into a radio station.
Yeah, we're not there. It's not Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
That's that's an out of the way joke. But I don't know why things are the way they are. All right. The only thing I do know for sure is that when the government tries to start taking away or disarming its citizens,
there's a problem.
Well, of course, there's a huge problem. They're getting ready to do something that we won't like.
Correct.
Or they want more power.
Correct. And they can't have more power if we're armed.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Silly Business says, hello, great show. Technical difficulty. The bald guy. Good to see you folks in the Halloween spirit. Does he swallow bubble gum? Remember, when you plan to toss salad, make sure you like the dressing. Oh, that's and Key K Bud says, who can afford weed at dispensaries? I can't. Gosh, that's fucking hilarious. Thanks for your comments. Do appreciate that. Oh my goodness. But so yesterday last night I went and created a video of part of our program that we had on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. And let me pull this thing up here.
Nice.
All right, let me stop it. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but
I can't hear nothing.
Okay, well, let's add it back. Now, I don't know if you recognize that person or not.
Let me see. That would be. Looks like a girl.
It is. It's some random chick at a radio station. Anyway, we were doing the parodies yesterday. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Or day before yesterday, on Sunday, we were doing the parodies, and I thought, I really want to share the Bullhead City Fire Department ad parody.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, let's take a listen to that again. Bullhead City Fire Department. Now, we've had our issues with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And several years ago, they decided that to raise more capital, they would rent advertising space on their fire apparatus. And this is the parody that the parody that I wrote for that.
Well, Rob, as you know, we had a heck of a fire last night on Highway 95 just south of Safeway, where you can get great deals on your groceries every time you use your Safeway Preferred Customer Card. We had to roll out 2 units from 2 different station houses to get a handle on this massive fire. The responding units came from the Frontier Communications Firehouse number 1, where if you don't have a Frontier phone, how are you going to call us for help next time your house is on fire? Oh, and Bullhead Regional Economic Development Association Firehouse 2, bringing business to the greater Bullhead City area. First to arrive on the scene was the Home Depot ladder truck, where if you're in a great need for a tall ladder, Home Depot is the place to be. And we started laying down that 4-inch Ace Hardware fire hose, where Ace is the place with the helpful hardware man. We hooked up the Walmart hose nozzles, where you get everyday rollback prices, and started pumping massive amounts of Epcor water. Without us, we'd be thirsty and dry. And started to get a handle on things. The fire is still under investigation by our Taco Bell fire investigation team. Run for the border, Rob.
Okay, that's epic. I love it.
Dave and I had a lot of fun with
that is the best thing I've heard all day.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that was
love it.
Yeah, that was
it's almost not funny because it
was so true.
Because it could be absolutely true. It's almost not funny.
I know, right? But yeah, the
Run for the border.
I had so much.
Definitely run for the border.
Dave had so much fun reading it. Anyway, it is the end of the regular Miss Rob Hansen Radio program.
It is.
Stick around. The Miss Rob Hansen Radio program, hour number 3 coming up, and also
Recovery from Politics.
Go out there and make the world a better place.
And as I'm chuckling my way out of here, be good human beings.
Absolutely. We'll be right back. K2X News. So
Nice.
yeah. There you go. I thought I'd share it with the Raw crew tonight because you guys
I like that
as well.
I like the other two, Tammy Ring, the Ring of Fire, and the other one that you have,
Smoking Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium.
Come on down to Smoking Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium and get your free drug paraphernalia. Make sure to ask for the Hunter limited edition crack pipe so you can feel like an overly pampered, privileged white man while becoming incredibly high. We have pipe and smoking kits of every shape and size to fit your smoking needs and make sure you feel that racial equity. Don't forget the needles and syringes in convenient shareable packs of 100. We're here for all your getting high needs. Just come on down, man, to Smoking Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium, located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. Just look for the big White House. That's Smoking Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium for all your getting high needs.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Henry.
That's right. Smoking Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium, whatever.
Crack and pipe, even, huh?
The Crack and Pipe.
Yeah, that's right. I like what this Sky Silly business says. Remember, when you plan to toss salad, make sure you like the dressing. That's really good advice.
Now you know what's funny is when people say, "What are you doing?" And what do I usually say? Smoking crack. As a joke,
Of course.
That's my normal reaction. Now, I was at the Chamber of Commerce, and I walked out of there, walked over to my car, which is by Santa Fe Park, and the city clerk drove by and drove up to me. She said, "What are you doing?"
Smoking crack.
I did. I did, and I just carried it on. I says, "And I'm sorry I didn't save any for you." Well, that was pretty rude.
I'm almost tempted on getting you a glass pipe.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I just tempted. I said tempted. I didn't say I was going to.
I would probably put it somewhere back here.
or you can walk around. You can walk around the downtown area with a bong.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, come on.
I could just see my picture in the newspaper. City Council smoking pipe at Santa Fe Park.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if it's clean, I mean, you're just carrying a glass thingy with you. No, come on, Henry. Little.
No.
Chicken shit. You know,
the appearance of I'm doing something wrong is not good for the city.
believe me, I understand. But you know,
otherwise, yeah.
I'm the little devil on your shoulder. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do it.
Yeah, my political advisor. Thank you. You're fired.
Welcome.
You're fired.
About fucking time. I've been trying to get fired for a long time now. Every time I call you a dipshit.
No severance.
You weren't paying me anything anyway.
You're done. You're done. I was giving you half of my salary. You got the $6 for the year.
No, I didn't.
Well, you didn't work the whole year, so
I haven't worked the whole year. Oh, that's right. I only get paid at the end of the year.
Yeah, and if you get fired in between, you get nothing.
No, that's all right. Slaves can't be fired. They got to be sold. So
I'll sell you then.
Yeah, just don't sell me to Janet Jernigan.
Johnny buy you.
Look, Johnny won't even buy me a Staten Island ferry. Okay.
No.
So
he said he would. He lied.
Of course, he lied to me. He continues to lie to me.
He does. I'll bet that those birds in the
4760331.
I bet the birds in the background are fake. Just a recording.
Well, birds aren't real.
That's right. Birds aren't real.
You know, it's funny. We get all these crank calls at the radio station, but we don't get any crank calls here. We've gotten one crank call the entire time we've been on this.
And they're welcome on this.
You know, I'd figure, okay, yeah, other people, yeah, they'd call in, we get interesting conversations and whatnot and so forth, and we're just not getting them, and it kind of confuses the hell out of me. Why are people calling in? I mean, call in and talk about what we're talking about. Call and tell us, we're full of shit. Argue with us, yell at us, cuss at us.
You notice the last couple of weeks we haven't got a crank call since something happened to somebody.
Okay, I'm confused. What happened to who?
And we haven't. Somebody got arrested for something, and we didn't get any crank calls for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's related or not.
I don't think it's related at all. No, I don't think it's related at all.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about the station. I'm talking about here. This is something where.
Oh yeah, we welcome them here.
Calls.
Yes, we welcome your calls
because
here.
it gives me a chance to vent my frustrations out
and use the right language towards the.
Exactly.
POS.
And not necessarily temperate language either. More along the lines of intemperate language.
And they can use the same language to us without being cut off.
Thanks. Well, I don't know. I've gotten mad. I've gotten mad and hung up on people here before.
No, not you.
Oh yeah, I have. I'm not. Yeah, I get angry. I'm human. What do you want?
No
way. I'm just a weird human, I guess.
I thought you was AI.
Yeah. Well, that could be too. We are on computer.
I am Miss Rob.
Right. No one believes that. Not for a moment.
No, I'm the bald-head guy.
Yeah. You're the bald-head guy. Oh, man. Okay. Senator Jeff Markley, who's of course the senator, he's in the Senate, has this to say about the new Speaker of the House of Representatives. Okay, now mind you, a House that a completely separate branch of the legislative branch. Okay. Of course, he has to comment on it. He says, new Speaker of the House says his service is guided by the Bible, but the first bill the bill is about getting the rich richer by cheating on their taxes. The Bible urges the rich to help the poor. I must have missed that part. that endorses billionaire tax evasion.
I don't know. We'll have to ask the pastor on that one.
We'll have to ask. We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah. Ask her if there is that in the basic instruction before leaving Earth.
Well, you do know what he's going to say, don't you? He's going to say, "I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about." Well, not quite.
No. I don't think he'll say that.
He says, "I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, and I have no opinion on it."
Yeah. He won't use the F word,
which is kind of a drag.
Let's start using it more, and then make him use it.
Not
tell him he has to.
No, I don't think so.
No, he won't even come on the show because of that.
Well, it's not so much that is he understands that if he were to come on the show, we'd back down a lot.
Yeah, and this is not his forte.
Well, the thing is, he gave a perfectly good reason. He says he doesn't want to stifle creativity.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He doesn't want to feel like we have to kowtow to him,
right?
And which is okay. I kind of agree with it. Anyway, we're going to take our second break, Henry.
Top of the hour.
It is absolutely. You are listening to The Raw. Give us a call 928-476-0331. We'll be right back.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga, empty hands, edge weapons, firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes, free gun safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforceonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation.
The Mojave County K-9 Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
K-9s can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
K-9s can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a K-9 demonstration, call John Sanchelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff K-9 Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Hey, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry, delivery.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on The Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Let's go, Brandon.
And welcome back. It is The Raw. I'm your host with Moses, Miss Deanna Hanson. Of course, we have Henry and Tundra over there guarding the sacred phone number, 928-476-0331. Welcome back to the program.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're with us. We've got another, 53 minutes left of the program, and then we'll say goodnight for the night. maybe have the after show. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm too tired. Ain't no after show for me. The after show is me watching TV and then TV watching me.
Well, see, the thing is, on the breaks, I've been eating potato chips.
Bet you can't eat just one.
No, I ate the whole fucking bag. Well,
and the barbecue one.
Yeah, well, these are, of course, the small bags, and I bought a bunch of them for my trip.
I gotcha.
And it was a variety pack. So I had barbecue chips. I had earlier? I had, I think, what are those?
Doritos.
No, I have a pack of those. Those are unopened yet. But was it the
Doritos, Cheetos, Fritos?
Henry, shut up. Please and thank you.
Giving you options.
Yeah, but you're going over all the other options that I didn't have. Sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion.
There you go.
I was getting there.
Then I had a bag of crunchy Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was this. Next one, well, after the show, because I won't eat potato chips on the air because I'm polite that way.
I'm not.
No, you.
All these men in the air, I could care less.
You are not. Well, the problem is, when I had popcorn there, I'd eat popcorn on the air. That was bad. That was really bad. No.
Turn up hot.
Well, here's the really thing. I have not had any popcorn since I got my new teeth.
Ah.
And I have a hankering for popcorn like you wouldn't believe. So I'm going to have to go grab myself a bag and see if I can eat it.
I just popped my last bit of popcorn yesterday.
Oh, you did, huh?
I did. That was the last one I had, and I got to order some more from Amazon.
You popped a lot then.
Yeah, actually, I have some popcorn in the cupboard. Some fancy stuff, and some oils and some salts, and I tried mixing it all together in that machine. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it came out really good.
Well, you can continue doing that too.
Yeah, you can do anything you want in those things. You just can't. I overdid the salt once, and it was just like, oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
I drank a whole bunch of water that day. I got a
Well,
little bit
I can
bloated from
understand
all
that.
that water.
I can understand that. But coming up, oh my gosh, we've got a lot coming up. Of course, this is tomorrow starts November.
Yes, it does.
Saturday the 11th is, of course, Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the City of Needles doing for Veterans Day again?
We're having an event at the Elgarces. Having a lunch or a dinner. I forget what it is. It's like $5-10, something like that. All veterans is free.
$5 or $10 for the veterans are free.
And the veterans are free. Yeah. $5 or $10 for people like me. That's
Okay.
not a veteran. Yeah.
Well,
for you, it'd be free. Yeah.
I guarantee you that they're not going to serve what I would like to be served on Veterans Day.
Filet mignon?
No, shit on a shingle.
Oh yeah, they should, huh?
Seriously, I would love to have shit on a shingle for Veterans Day.
Yeah.
You know, okay, yeah, it's a little cliche, but you know what the hell? It's nostalgia for me.
Yes,
It's nostalgia for a lot of other veterans.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
You know, I can go to a lot of different places and get a free meal. All right.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I got a list of hundreds of places that offer great deals for Veterans Day. Woo!
A great deal is free.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. But honestly, I don't give a crap. I kind of wanted to do it with Pastor Jim. We talked about that months ago, and then all of a sudden, our idea got usurped by the mayor. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I don't really know if that was the mayor or it was the city itself.
Well, somebody usurped our idea.
Yeah,
Because
it was.
the mayor and I were gonna go down, and we were gonna set up all day, and and have an all day feed of all you can eat
Right.
shit on a shingle.
Right.
That was our idea.
Right.
Because that's what we wanted. Oh, hey, Chuck, Army food. That's right, Army food.
That's right. What kind of food? Army food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah.
Stripes. The movie Stripes.
928-476-0331. So yeah. Next month, of course, the 11th is Veterans Day, and of course, we've got Thanksgiving coming up.
We do.
Yeah, we sure the hell do.
Mhm.
That's going to be on Thursday the 26th.
Okay. And then just short of a month will be Christmas.
Oh my God. Well, short of
after that Thanksgiving.
It's more than a month now. I mean, we're
No, I was saying after the 26th.
right after the 26th.
Yeah. And I just went to Walmart today, and they have Halloween stuff. They have Christmas stuff. They have Thanksgiving stuff out. And I says, "Man, you got Christmas stuff out already?" He said, "We've had it out for a month already."
Yeah, well, they start putting they
In
start
October, beginning of October.
well the Bullhead Walmart where I went to. I went looking for a skeleton. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And figure, okay, Walmart, yeah, they'll have a full size skeleton, probably $20-$30, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't. I was too late for that. But I could have bought a 40-foot Santa Claus.
Oh, right, yeah.
2 weeks before Halloween.
Yeah. Or you could have went to Valley View or Warm MC and got a real skeleton.
Henry, I do try to follow the law.
Oh, you
every
can't.
now and again.
Oh, you
You
can't get
know,
a real skull. Oh, never mind that.
I could, but I don't have the proper licensure.
Okay.
Okay. Johnny says, order some smoked sea salt from Gustus Valley on Amazon for your air popper. My favorite is smoked blue cheese salt on popcorn. I can't believe it's not butter spray.
butter, parquet. Remember those commercials?
Oh yeah,
parquet.
Oh, this is great butter. No,
parquet.
Anyway, yeah, and of course, yeah, he says he'll have to look at that.
Run for the border.
You run for the border. Yeah.
Ace is the place.
No, well, yeah.
I was doing the commercial. The fire department.
I know, but I was just beginning to think, Ace Hardware, all right, has become more of a general store than it is a hardware store anymore.
Yeah.
Which which is okay, I suppose. But then again, they're trying to compete with the big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, and and stuff like that have everything from barbecues to screws and
And we almost got one here in Needles, but they couldn't do stuff with their vendors, California.
Quit whining about it. Do something.
I'm bitching about it.
Quit bitching about it. Quit whining about it.
Oh, I've been doing something about it. I've been trying to fix that situation. Yeah. And it's like pulling teeth, but I'm still yanking on that tooth. I'm not giving up. I don't give up. I'm
change your approach. And then you'll be able to change your approach and you'll be able to yank that tooth.
I am
Anyway,
I'm doing that.
Guy says, "Hi, Chucky. What are you wearing?"
Johnny says that.
Yeah. Well, it's a kid.
Hi, Chucky. What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
Just socks.
Yeah. And he says, "I'll make popcorn on the stovetop." Johnny goes, "Where do you put the cob?"
Pictures to follow.
I don't know, Johnny. Where do you put your cob?
Yeah. I used to like the Jiffy.
No, actually, you know what? I don't want to know.
I used to like the Jiffy Pop where the tinfoil would go up like that.
Oh yeah, well I still get those.
They still have them. They still have them.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Oh yeah. I go and fire up my gas grill out back.
You cooked on that?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a gas stove. It's a gas stove. I cook it on it. Pop, 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 and there's done. It's done in about 5 minutes or so. Works out really well. No, I haven't done that.
Well, pretty soon I have a fire pit in my backyard, and I got a bunch of wood up. I got some mesquite stuff, and pretty soon I'm going to have fires in my backyard. That is so neat to have. It is so cool.
Yeah, it is. One of the things I've always wanted to do is I've wanted to build an honest goodness fire pit here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with the domed grate on top, so I don't burn down the neighborhood.
Right.
But so much of the time, especially where I live, which is on top of a hill.
Yeah, not very often you can use it.
It gets very windy up here.
Yeah.
And there's just no relief. Now, I suppose I could build myself sort of a round enclosure, where we could sit in.
Mm-hmm.
So forth. But what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
You can only have so many people in there, and then
Right. Well, fortunately, my house came with a cement already boxed in area in my backyard. That's like I said, boxed in, so it's not round. It's but it's nice. It's a perfect fire, and I have a screen for the top of it. Not a dome, which I like those. I want to get one made for it.
Right.
But it'd be too much money for that.
What, a dome?
Well, the dome that I have for for my shape of my pit, my barbecue pit. It's
Oh,
not round. It's not round. Yeah, it'd have to be special made.
well, the thing is, if I'm in the city, I'm not going to use something that doesn't have a spark arrestor.
I do. I have a screen on it now. So
Well, then there you go.
yeah, I do have that. I don't want to, and I have a wood fence in the very back too, so I don't want to burn that down either. The heck with anybody else. But no, I'm joking.
It would not do well for your political career if you burn down the neighborhood.
No, it probably wouldn't. Probably, yeah, definitely wouldn't. Yeah. I'd have to go. I'd have to go live in the city.
You do live in the city. That's a problem. Or
right there in front, they have benches.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You'd be on your way down to San Diego where you could live in the streets, right?
Well, if I'm going to live in the streets, I'm going to live in a nice area.
Well, there you go.
I really liked it there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Up where up where Steve lives, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say where he lives, but I guess he's got homeless camping on his street as well. So, just pitch a tent on his. I'm sure he'd let you pitch tent, on his sidewalk in front of his house.
Oh, he's in California, Central California.
Yeah,
northern. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally acceptable. I mean, if you try to kick them off, that's illegal. I mean, you can't evict somebody from your porch in the front.
Well, I didn't say the porch. I said the sidewalk. That's,
you can't evict somebody from that.
That's public thoroughfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Go on vacation and camp out on the sidewalk.
Actually, I thought about that a couple of times.
With my
just for laughs, grins, and giggles. Kind of, drive up there, park a couple of blocks down, which would be really stupid because my car would be gone the next day.
Yeah,
or probably the next 5 minutes, and then pitch a tent in the middle of the night right there in front of his house.
Oh, with me, he would wake up before the morning. Because my Maligator barks a lot, and my Maligator have to go with me.
Of course, I'm not saying it wouldn't.
He'd be barking, and he'd go, "What the heck's that noise out there?"
Yeah, but the thing is, just to see the look on his face.
Yeah.
Make sure I video it.
Yeah, of course.
Surprise.
Send it to him.
Surprise! We're living with you now. Well, not with you, but around you.
Right? Can we use your bathroom and shower?
Yeah, really. By the way, nice truck there. You got any tools I could get out there to go?
Don't worry about it. We already got them last night.
Oh, yeah. By the way, your planter makes a really good crapper.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it's good fertilizer too, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. That's right. We covered it up with newspaper and plastic.
We did. We scratched it like a cat does, dig a little hole.
Absolutely. The Raw, you're on the air. Save us from ourselves. Hello.
Hey, Chuck.
How do you know this is Chuck? Son of a bitch. Chuck.
This is Ed from Needles.
Only Zool.
Zool. You're not quite evil enough to be a Zool.
All right, maybe next year. You were talking about homeless camps.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And building fires and everything.
Yes. The modern homeless camp. Yeah.
So it reminded me of a story I'd like to share with everybody. A couple of weeks ago, I decided I'm gonna do something kind of out there, and I live adjacent to a public parking lot, city-owned parking lot, and there's residents and businesses on the other side of the alley. If you can kind of picture such an arrangement. I got some. We're into October at this point, half past October.
Right.
And I caught some fish that I was going to cook and barbecue it and smoke it and all that stuff. So I built this little fire. Well, some jackass says, "We got a homeless guy that has a bonfire in the parking lot." That was the report that they got. So here comes Engine 81 from Longview Fire Department into the alley, saying, "What's going on here?" And I go, "Well, that's going on." And I go, "What's the problem? It's October. It's not like, well, we got a call because of a bonfire." And I go, "No, it's charcoal briquettes." Well, and they recommended a way that it wasn't looking. I don't know. They just wanted me to adjust it so it wouldn't raise suspicion about if I had a bonfire or not. But it wasn't that much of a modification or anything like that.
That's what happens when you use an entire bottle of lighter fluid on
it, and put it in a big metal trash can.
I know who reported me. It's some busybody, nosy lady that was coming down. She goes, "What's the matter? Is your stove not working?" And I go, "Yeah, that's the ticket. My stove's not working."
It must have been your mayor.
So
yeah, hang on a second, Jack. For those of you who did not get the reference, the mayor called in a loose dog report on Henry. Just to clarify that joke a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
See, so sometimes you need context.
Well, you know what, Chuck? You know what I did 3 weeks ago? We had we did some canine training. When you do the canine training, the dogs are off leash anyway, and we did it in the same park that my other dog got loose in, and we did the same. And oh my gosh, did I have eyes looking at me on that one? And it's not a problem when you're doing canine training. They absolutely cannot say anything about it because I was canine with the police department and with probation.
Well, the thing is, they really can't say anything when you also have a service dog. Your service dog has to be free. Your service dog has to be free to do its job.
Okay, that wasn't my service dog. That was my Maligator. Yeah, he accidentally got loose. But but still, a dog accidentally gets loose, and I corral it and put it back in my van. There's no reason to call. It was handled. The situation was handled. It didn't bite nobody. It didn't attack nobody. He just decided he wanted to go run. Yeah, and then someone decided to make a complaint to the city manager.
Yeah. Did the complainant have firsthand knowledge or observed this firsthand, or was it something that she heard and then said?
No, she saw it. She saw it, and this was just before she was a mayor and before I was city council. And actually they had animal control come and talk to me and wanted all the paperwork on my dogs and I pretty much told the animal control with the middle finger that I don't have to give them nothing.
My badge.
Yeah, but they were really good with me. They came up to me and they says, "You know what we have to do? We have to ask you." I go, "Here's my card." And I gave him my card with exactly. I gave him my card with Tundra's information on it, and I go, "If you got any problems with that, just call the number that's on the card." Because she's certified. It wasn't her that did it, but I just use her, on that. I'm not gonna volunteer any information they don't need to know.
Yeah. I just imagine something like that happening. California must be
let me point out the crimes that have just been committed here. All right. Let me point out the crimes that have just been committed here. We have a Needle City councilman freely admitting to
lying to
a city official.
Yeah.
Get out of trouble.
Yeah. No, I didn't lie. I just handed him the card. Hand him the card and says, "If you got any problems, deal with it here." So, is it a lie by omission?
Well,
it's like what the city does.
Yeah, well, of course, that's
Well, what were their intent with it? If they captured the animal, what were they going to do with it? They were going to have to care for the animal, and it brings you down to a whole different.
It was already done. He was out for a total of probably 3 minutes, and I got it, and I caught him and put him back in the van. But that was such a big deal to her because it happened in her park. That's her park, don't you know? That's her.
No, I don't.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. That was the place that she thought that was hers. And this is before I was a city official, so I went in there and I raised hell with them about her doing that, and he just put his hands in his head and leaned down. He goes, I got to deal with her all the time. And this is before she was elected. This was before she was elected. And after she got elected, he couldn't really say much anymore.
It's been worse.
Well, according to the Sunday show on KTOX there, it sounds like the mayor of Needles has a turd in her pocket that sounds like inappropriate handling of funds and all sorts of shit that she needs to.
And I hear it's stinking too.
Henry will not directly address that on
Correct
this program or any other program.
I wouldn't either, to tell you the truth, because that's probably there's some bullshit law that you can't do that or something like that.
Oh no, there isn't. No, there might be. You're right. You're right. It's California.
Well, actually, Henry, you can, due to the fact that it is First Amendment. You have a First Amendment right to speak your mind on anything, on any topic, even if you're wrong.
Except in California.
However, well, yeah, except for California. However, and this is a damn good topic to talk about, the First Amendment. The First Amendment gives the citizen more rights than the public official.
Correct.
The public official has to stand there and take it. Now, if what I'm saying is incorrect, you have the right to defend yourself, and as well you should. If I'm saying something that completely out of my ass, or like you like to say out of the side of my neck, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. But if I'm saying something inaccurate, you have the right to defend yourself, present evidence and whatnot and so forth, or your even your own opinion. But I have the right to say whatever the fuck I want. Including getting in your face and calling you a goddamn sack of shit liar, and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it.
Correct.
As long as I don't make physical threats or threats of bodily harm.
Correct.
I can call you any name in the book I want, in any setting I want. I can say anything I want, and whether it's right or wrong. That is my First Amendment rights. I have a right to bring my grievances to government in any fashion I choose. If I choose the public square, that's my choice. If I choose a meeting of a city hall meeting, I can do that as well. And I have issue with the time limit. Okay. It's our regulation. I don't give a fuck about your regulation. The First Amendment does not give me a 3-minute deadline. The First Amendment says I can bring my grievances to government, and I'm not quite done bringing my grievances. Well, there's a more appropriate way. Yeah, sure. I'll get on K2X and bring my grievance. And
that's right.
And that's exactly what I did Sunday. Is I voiced my grievance to government. Now, mind you, fine. You stepped out of the room. You went and you recused yourself from the conversation. I understand why. Because what I said was extremely politically damaging to the entire Needles administration, including yourself.
Yes, it is.
Including yourself. And without more information, you damn well better see yourself out of the conversation and then go investigate.
Right.
Has the local paper picked up on this yet?
Oh,
Or is it
fuck
just
no.
KTOX?
Our local paper is they're more limp-wristed than
Retarded?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They have absolutely they have absolutely no guts whatsoever, and it's sad.
Do they have purple fingernails like you?
No, I want my purple fingernails
Okay.
back. Damn it!
You don't have them anymore?
No.
Oh, I saw your video, so that's why I brought that up.
What video was that?
You were shooting Tyrone.
Oh, my the Tyrone video. Yes, that's a good video.
I don't know. I saw that a couple weeks ago or something. But
yeah,
speaking of local papers and everything, like that's a real sad thing. It's not just Needles. It's a lot of these little towns, all over the place.
It's everywhere.
Well, the newspaper, I'll defend the newspaper on this one. The newspaper will print if we have facts, and the only way they would have facts is if I went in there and presented my facts. And I won't do that.
The thing is, that's what I was doing. I was dealing with a confidential informant.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I understand that. But that the confidential informant that informed me wouldn't be talking to the newspaper to begin with.
Correct.
I just got a good idea for a business. I'm gonna move down there and be a confidential informant and fuck everybody's shit up.
Nice. So we'll know who the confidential informant is. It's a new guy in town.
Well, you know what, Chuck? We'd actually open you.
Don't mind me. I'm just a toilet cleaner. Don't mind me.
We'd welcome you with open arms down here. We really.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate that. It might be happening. I don't know if I could stay away from the ocean though. That's my mental.
You got the river right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the ocean. But we do
I've always liked the ocean. I grew up around the ocean.
Lakes. We do have some really nice lakes.
Yes, we do. We absolutely do. I grew up around the ocean too, Chuck, and I haven't looked back. I really haven't. I came from Orange County and from LA County, and the oh my gosh, the oceans there, the Redondo Beach, San Pedro, Seal Beach, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach.
Paradise.
It'd be absolutely beautiful. But for what I had to deal with, I even actually lived in in Laguna Beach. When I opened my window in the morning, I could see Catalina on a clear day from my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how nice it was, and I am more happy here than I ever was there.
That's what it's all about, though.
Well, it's the internal happiness.
Maybe in my growth as a human being, I'll eventually settle in the tri-state area. Who knows?
Yeah,
I might buy the Red Dog Saloon, change it to Mad Dog Saloon.
Well, it's for sale. It's for sale, Chuck. Ready to go for you.
The Red Dog is for sale. Seriously?
Yeah, but to my understanding, yes, it's not advertised, but it is for sale. The owner of it is sick and he wants out. So it is for sale, Chuck. Come on down.
Well, I'll look into the VA loan possibly. I just want to see Ed from Needles and Johnny in some kind of arm wrestling match.
Oh my gosh!
If you own the Red Dog, would you lift his banning?
He's banned from there.
I would.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I would.
He just got kicked
off too.
He just got kicked.
Whatever he wants to do.
He just got kicked out across the street at a bar there too. Mind you, this guy doesn't drink. I've never heard of anybody that doesn't drink and get kicked out of 2 bars in 2 different states. He got kicked out of the River Valley Tavern too, and that's across the street. That's in Arizona.
Yeah, get your VA loan, come down, buy the place, and
yes,
you can live upstairs above it, and yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
it's a big place too. They got a big not shuffleboard, but what is that? Table shuffleboard, whatever you call that, and a couple pool tables. Big enough room for a band in there and dance floor. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
nice.
you can have Hagwood come out and do remotes there for you at $500 a pop, and
yeah,
have
Rob run the
I
board.
put a
oh fuck no.
I put a bee in Hagwood's bonnet on Monday. I said, Ed from Needles doesn't want you on the radio anymore. He wants Miss Rob.
Did you say that? Oh man, that probably ruffled his feathers.
And he was like, "Oh, who said that?" I go, "Well, don't you listen to the radio?" I mean, and then it caused other people to call in. And Perry called in. He's like, "I don't know why people make such a big deal about things."
Nice.
Were you guys giving Michael a hard time?
Yeah, we always do.
I wish you wouldn't do that in conjunction with me. Okay, I really, really do. I've been trying so hard to get along with Michael lately, and
oh, that's no problem. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This ad from Needles.
Yeah. Yes, this is Ed from Needles. I said I'd never do this again, but I lied. I needed to do it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Ed from Needles did say he was never coming back on the program again.
Yeah.
Especially when I said, you're not coming back on this program again until you apologize. And
that's true. I remember that.
Yeah.
It took him a month, but the first thing that was out of his mouth is, I apologize for what I said. I was out of line. Okay, you're forgiven. Welcome back to the program.
Yeah, that was some of these jokes. I don't know. That's just some of the jokes are over the top. Some they're just hate stuff, and I think it's a little bit different if you say it with say your remarks, your smart ass remarks, and with terms of endearment, or you know what I mean, as opposed to saying it with venom. Yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Venom or malice. Yeah, I understand. Absolutely. Yeah. And I've been known to say things out of malice. Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
but
we're human, and I usually catch it and apologize immediately.
Yeah, what I like to do is have respect for our callers.
I don't.
No matter what they have to say, right, wrong, or indifferent. I mean, we get some callers that we have to hang up on because they're saying bad words. That's just obvious.
Yeah.
But if we don't agree with somebody, that's what a talk show is about.
Chuck and I have gotten it on the air before.
Sure. I think that would make good radio, though.
It does. It absolutely
had
does.
A radio show. Hi, how are you today? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything's peachy and fun, and we all agree with each other. And no.
Well, no, you can't have that. That's boring. That's really boring.
No, argue with me.
Yes, have a debate. Come on.
I mean, well, let's take for example the debate I had with Kenny from Yucca. Okay. Well, he called in, and he called in twice about this, because I dissed Dinesh D'Souza.
Yeah.
And I said, all he's in it is for the money. And he called back up to defend that. And I said, look, I have been doing this for 26 years. I'm in my 27th year of professional broadcasting. This is entertainment. We do this for money.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us say things that we don't believe for money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that Dinesh D'Souza doesn't believe what he's saying, but he does it for money.
Right.
He puts the movies out for money.
Yeah.
He's not interested in hosting a free viewing of it. No, he wants people to buy that CD. He wants people to buy everything. Excuse me, I need to take out my bottom teeth because they got loose. He's in it for the money.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't trust a speaker to be speaking the truth if you have to pay him to come down and speak to your group.
He's going to tell you what you want to hear. If you give
He's
me
going
enough
to tell
money.
you exactly what you're paying to hear.
That's right. If you're not saying that, you're not going to get any more gigs.
We are entertainers. First and foremost. Get that through your fucking
And he
thick
didn't
skulls.
like that.
Oh, no, he
No.
did not like that.
No,
at
he
all.
didn't. No.
That upset him a lot. And I said, look, man, I love you.
Well, at least we can count on you, Henry.
That's exactly what he said.
And you know, I was kind of right in the middle. I was in the middle. I was in the middle of Miss Rob and Kenny in you know, what they were saying. Because I have my beliefs. I have my beliefs too, and I believe what Dinesh has to say. I believe he's saying it for the right reasons, but I also know he's an entertainer too,
And he does it for the money.
And he does it for the money. Yes.
I didn't say, you know, 2,000 Meals wasn't a brilliant movie. What I'm pissed off is it never got followed up on. And there wasn't a 4,000 Meals Part 6. All right, that upset me. If you're going to put the information out there, follow up on the information.
Yeah.
Follow up on, don't just put it out there. Okay, I made a lot of money here. You know, I'm gonna rep this for the next 6 months, and then I'm off to my next project, which is now being released or is released now. Was that Police State?
Yes.
So yeah.
That's the movie Perry keeps talking about. He keeps wanting everybody to call in. He doesn't. That guy, I love it. He's so funny.
Well,
He's
actually, yes. That conversation started out with Perry calling in about Police State.
Right.
Said, I'm not interested in seeing it. 2,000 Meals pissed me off.
Oh man.
So you know, I'm not buying into the Dinesh D'Souza, movies right now.
Speaking of callers, I just got a copy of Neil Taylor's will, and he willed me 33% of all of his Trump stuff. He's also willed 33% to Miss Rob, and the other 33.3% to Ed from Needles. That's what.
Cool. You get the Trump hats, right?
Yeah. And
and I know you're going to wear them when you go fishing.
The napkins. And
Johnny says, "Where can I get one?"
Oh, you weren't in the will, Johnny. I'm sorry.
You were in the will. So when do I get my stuff?
I don't know. This is a lie. I'm lying.
I know you're lying. I know you're lying.
Oh, you know what? You were a city official. You're a politician. Yes.
Yes,
we should have known that.
I understand old habits are hard to break.
He's getting better though. He's admitting it.
He is. Look, I've got to run off. Henry, you take control. Stay on the line, Chuck, because poor Henry.
Because I'll probably fall asleep, Chuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
He's probably gonna go do some lady stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you been watching the World Series?
No, I haven't. I just can't get into baseball. I was a kid, and if it's the Seattle Mariners, I'd watch it. But I'm not one of those kind of people.
Well, Texas is got a 3-1 lead, a 3-1 game lead right now.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Phoenix. The
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, yes. Yeah, the Arizona team here. Yeah.
You know That used to be the Diamondbacks that used to be a Mariners farm team, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Before
I'm not
they
sure.
were Major League.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
know
sure.
the Mariners had a farm team in Phoenix.
Yeah.
That they drew from, but yeah, that's interesting. See, I couldn't even tell you all the in the late '80s, early '90s. I could name every baseball team there was, but nowadays, nope. I couldn't.
Oh yeah, in the '80s, the Dodgers were doing like fantastic. The Dodgers. I actually went to one of their playoff games when in '80. Gosh, what is it? '82 or '84? I forget which one it was.
Was that Oral Hershiser's era?
Yes.
Oral Hershiser.
Yes.
Yeah. He was. I went to a Christian school when I was a kid, and he really got attention from a lot of the teachers there because of his faith and all the kids, kind of the boys that were into baseball at that time.
Right.
Were all into Oral Hershiser.
Well, you know, he was an alcoholic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was an alcoholic, and he he is alcoholic in recovery, and he got his faith, you know, after he cleaned up from the alcohol abuse. Yeah, so that's
There's a lot of that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, a lot of the football, baseball, basketball players, they come out of college, they get their contracts and stuff, and some of them they make it for 1 year and they get that big money, and they just go out there and they party hardy because you got so much money, it's overwhelming. You know, you got enough money to set yourself up for the rest of your life, but you know, you figure I'm in this. You know, I'm going to make this every year. You know, and then they go out and party hardy, and then they lose it. Todd Marinovich from the Raiders. That was in the '80s. He came from USC, went to the Raiders, and a great quarterback, #1 draft pick, and everything, and he just got into drugs really heavy, and you know, couldn't do it. You know, ended up ruining his career. And I know the guy. He's living in Hawaii now, and he's doing really good as far as recovery. But as far as money, no, he's not. You know, he's just barely making it because you know it's a like one and done. You know, 1 year and done. You know, and back then you didn't get the multi-million-dollar contracts back then. And I knew another buddy of mine that played basketball in the late '60s up to the mid '70s, and the most he ever made was $100,000. And you know, he was in the NBA. You know, originally started in the ABA, and then you know, they merged with the NBA, and then became the NBA. And you know, he's doing really good, but he's got nothing now.
Hi. You know? I'm back.
Rob who?
Hello.
Did you miss me?
Misty who?
You missed me. Misty who?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, Chuck, you're the first one to hear this, and I will announce it now.
Oh, cool.
I have today went and filed at the Mojave County Superior Court for a name change.
Okay.
Yes.
I figured that was about time.
Well, yes, it's been about time. But sometime here this month or next month, it will become official.
Wow.
We'll have a great big old name party or something. I don't know.
Change your driver's license and your gender and everything.
Oh God, you know that it is going to be such a pain in the ass. Okay, now I sat down and I figured out exactly what I'm going to have to do. Well, pretty much immediately after I get my name changed, I'm going to have to go. First thing I'm going to have to do is go down to the Social Security office and update my Social Security information. Then immediately after that, I've got to go to the driver's license place and update that information. At the same time I'm doing that, I need to file paperwork with the state of California to get my name changed and the gender markers changed on my birth certificate. And pretty much simultaneously with that, I've got to get with the military and update that. Update my DD-214, then the VA. I've got to update that information there, and then I've got to go back to the DoD and get a new CAT card. So so I can get on post.
Don't forget the registration on your car and your car insurance too.
And there and
I got a question
and my
about
bank
that.
accounts and
You
everything.
have your bank accounts. Yep.
Go ahead.
I got a question about that. It's not related to transitioning or anything like that. As far as the veterans getting a ID card that they can get on post, how do I get that? Do I qualify for that if I?
Okay.
I don't have.
Are you 100% disabled?
No.
Then no.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, you have to have 100% disability to get the DoD CAT card.
Okay.
Now, if you are 50% or better disabled, okay, and I don't know what your disability rating is if you have any at all. But if you are 50% or better, you can still get on post with your VA ID card that will then say service connected underneath it, and still be able to use the commissary and go to the PX and stuff like that.
So can you get on? Can you use Space A? Like get on a plane for $15 and?
Yes, I can.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. I'm seriously. I'm planning next year a Hawaii vacation utilizing space available.
Nice.
I would love to do nothing but climb on a Galaxy C5 and fly to Hawaii. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I would elect to go cargo for that one. Okay, in the cargo area.
Don't sit on one of the Jeeps that are in there.
Yeah. When I was working over at Ramstein, I was working customs over there, and we'd get these retirees and people that were flying Space A every once in a while coming over there, and it was so amazing to me. These guys had girlfriends and relationships and a house over in the United States, and then they'd come over for 90 days or 100 days or whatever, and fuck their girlfriend or whatever, and then go back home. And it was like you'd see these guys every couple of months rotating back like it was a tour of duty or something, but they would bring boxes of stuff and
I don't understand. I don't understand what happened, but they stopped the international space available flights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the first thing I said, hey, fuck, I'm going to Germany. I'm buying a URL pass, and I'm heading around. They stopped that for some reason. So, but I can still get. I can get to Hawaii. I can get to Alaska. I can get to pretty much any Air Force base in the United States, as long as there's a flight going. So yeah.
One time I caught a guy. Well, I ran into him. He was traveling from Delaware, Air Force Base or whatever. I can't remember the name of that base there, but we had quite a few flights from Delaware that would fly into Ramstein. He had 2 boxes with like string or twine handling on it, and I go, "What's up with the boxes?" And he goes, "Oh, I got candy canes." And I go, "Candy canes? Well, let's see them, if you don't mind." He had 2 of these like big old fucking boxes with candy canes from like Kmart and Payless and Safeway and every kind of fucking candy cane that you could think of. He was going to go take these candy canes and sell them at the Nuremberg Christmas market because Germans don't have that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So it was like a big time novelty. Yeah, that motherfucker ended up getting hooked up with some, like, I don't know. It's probably because of me. They're like, we can't have any more of these fucking assholes coming in with candy canes anymore.
Yeah, I'm smuggling candy canes. Listen, candy canes across the border. What are you going to do to stop it there, soldier boy?
I kept a copy of that inventory just because I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, are you serious? I'm enforcing international law against candy canes, or what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, I've also thought about, just going ahead and officially planning a vacation in Germany. But, the more I think about it, the more I look at the news of what's happening over there, I want to say as far the fuck away from there as I possibly can. Seriously.
I'd like to go back just to see how much has changed.
I would actually like to go visit Berlin. Honestly, I want that's on my bucket list. I'd like to go visit Berlin. I'd like to go see, the Wall Memorial.
Isn't that where you were stationed?
No, I was stationed in Bamberg.
That's right, Bamberg.
Yeah, but I was stationed in West Germany in Bamberg. But I damn near woke up on the train to Berlin. Well, if the what is that, the conductor hadn't woken me up, I'd have been in real trouble. Serious trouble.
Entschuldigung.
Where are we? Oh, we're on our final check to Berlin. Are you going? No, God, get me off here.
That can be a scary experience, I think.
Well, that was an oh shit moment. Now, mind you, I was on a 30-day leave and restricted to in country. I couldn't go anywhere else. I did break the rules and go into France for a little while. But
Metz?
What's that?
What do you call it? Metz?
Eurail?
Metz, France?
I went
in. What part of France did you go to?
I went to Paris.
Was the east part. Oh, okay, yeah.
I went to Paris. I said, fuck this. If I'm going to go break the law, I'm going to break the fucking law. I mean, there are no half measures here. And no, I went and spent the day in Paris, and I got back on the train. I went back to Germany and continued my leave, just traveling all around as much as I could in Germany. Never admit I was out of country.
I had a girlfriend. We drove from on Valentine's Day weekend. It was like a 3-day, you know what I mean?
Right.
3-day weekend, and we started out and we went up to Luxembourg, and then Luxembourg,
great little city, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's and then we had Valentine's Day dinner there, and people were looking at us like we had something wrong with us. We were all dressed up and everything like that, but people were like, "Who the hell are these people?" I don't know what the hell. They probably just thought we were odd acting or something. But then we drove, continued on through Belgium, and then went to Paris, and that was just a great experience. It's something I'll never be able to erase from my memory.
Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody listening ever does happen to get to Germany, get a Eurail pass. Or, anywhere in Europe, it doesn't matter. Get a Eurail pass, get on the train, and just fucking travel. I mean, you can get off wherever you want. If you're low on food, get off the train, go to a little grocery store, stock up on travel food. Go rent a hostel overnight, take a shower, do whatever you need, and get up and get on the train again. You will never.
How often did you do that?
Every weekend.
That's so cool.
every weekend. Now, mostly, what I did was I'd borrow climbing ropes, and I'd go down to the Bavarian Alps and rappel and mountain climb.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, it was great. It was great. I'd have my army backpack, my boots, everything else. And, of course, army climbing ropes. And I had a ball. Anyway, hey, we got to go, man, because Henry's getting ready to fall asleep. He's just taking off his headphones. Yeah, exactly. So,
all right, later, guys.
All right, Chuck. Thanks for the call. Anyway,
Thanks, Chuck.
Raw. My goodness gracious me. We overran it by 4 minutes. And, I was wondering if you were just going to run away on me, Henry.
Nah.
You weren't, but you're starting.
I was just gonna doze, and I didn't want my headphones on.
Well, see, there you go. All right, well, folks, thanks for listening to us. Thanks for the calls, and isn't it nice, Henry, that you can talk to the callers?
It is. Yeah, it was interesting what you were talking about, but not when I'm tired.
Not when you're tired. We'll have to do that to the beginning of the show one time.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is the Raw. We will see you next Tuesday, or if something pops up. But in the meantime, go out there and make the world a better place.
Yep.
Henry just says, "Yep." You need a tagline, man. You need a closing line. Fuck off. See you later.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast Ye Scallywags is another pirate production.